paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot belly goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I'm sweating like a country pig. I'm gunning beers and taking swigs of ice cold Jack. We're at the track, it's racing day, we're getting smacked. I never really understood this NASCAR shit. I thought, how could I be impressed when cars go left? But then I went and baby, it's the best. The ladies here are fine as spring. They'll hop to a ride on that thing. There's beer and whiskey everywhere. There's smoke and rubber in the air. I'm gunning beers, I'm shooting Jack. We're here all day, 500 laps. And when they start them engines up, man, my heart, it starts to pump. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. The beer and rubber, perfect mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies splash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. It's hot and loud, we're in the crowd. We're watching cars go round and round. We're in the South, the USA. We fly that flag each goddamn day. And when it's time to watch a race, we crack a beer right on our face. We watch them cars go fast and left. This NASCAR shit's the fucking best. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. I'm drunk as shit, I love this mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. Oh, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. A dirty summer country mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit.
Hey, you're finally woke.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see titties. Has anybody noticed this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
What's up, you big old bitches? Hope you're doing well. It's a Saturday. Oops, shit. I'm so excited to be with you guys today. We have some very touching stuff to get into. Among other things, our friend Rich from ReviewTechUsa got a lot to say, boys. A lot to say. A lot of you probably don't realize this, but Rich gave me my start on YouTube. Very interesting. I don't think anybody even knows it. Some of you might. Some of you might. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to get into it, boys. It's going to be a lot of fun, eye-opening, thought-provoking, arousing. So make sure you hit that like button, you bitches. Very important. I don't know if you guys realize this, but we live or die as content creators based on that like button. You guys just don't care. You just don't care about us. This is why Rich did what he did. It's y'all's fault. Especially you, Zetswe. Especially you, Adam Rice. All right, boys. How you guys doing? Welcome to the show. I'm so excited to see you guys. So excited to get started here. A lot to cover. I mean, like infinite stuff and also some behind the scenes shit that no one knows because I've known Rich for years now. And I've slowly watched this from the outside looking in. And I've reached out to him. I mean, I think a lot of us have. And we're kind of like, yeah, what's going on, man? Anybody in the chat will probably agree, right? You saw something was going on. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna cover every single bullet point and my theories, and also my desire to see him come out of it. I know some of you might disagree, but I believe in personal growth, and I believe in not encouraging someone to commit seppuku. Okay. Anyways, I know super chats are coming in. I'm not a grifter though. Okay, we don't grift here. Right? No grifting today, unless it's like $100 or more. But then I will painfully accept it, begrudgingly. Okay, you know, just to make you feel better. Okay, $1? No, you're fired. You're banned. You hear me? Mixteller, anybody that donates $1, ban them in the chat. Hope you guys realize what you've done to me today. Billy Hatcher. Damn. Says, I was expecting Zia to be here, but I'm surprised a bit to see him nuking his channel, though. I did find his Daily Motion channel. I also remember you saying he got you into YouTube and you got me to do more streaming on YouTube, too. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. We're going to cover all that. We're going to talk about what happened, like at the start. I'll tell you everything that basically happened, right? And what I think caused all this. And I know it's going to be a little conspiracy-y, but we're going to make it happen. So let's get on it, doggone it. Congratulations, Almadinger. Nice. Thank you, Billy Hatcher. I love you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your love. We're up against the 370th naked snake in a row. 370. That is insane. Insane. All right, thank you, Billy. Chris Parsons says, tell me who punched you. Take off them glasses. Hell no. I will not show my shiner to you. I was at the strip club last night. Okay, and I got about 9 claws deep. And I was taking shots off this stripper. I think her name was Bunny. I can't remember her ass. I woke up at home. 2 black eyes. 1 black penis. It was pretty bad. I'm going to be honest. Thank you, Chris. I love you. Colin. Birds. Christina Lane. If it isn't the girl with the core that could bring down countries. How you doing, baby? Thank you for your goal, boy. I'm glad you're here. What's up? Christina Lane. And BG Corporation. Thank you, dude. Ban him. Ban him. Ban him now. Where's my chat at? There it is. Hey, no blue balls? No, it's all good. It's all good, baby. All right, we'll pull this up over here. Now this is much better. Now I have both my chats. All right, boys, let's get right into the deep ass sauce. So if you guys are not aware, ReviewTechUsa deleted his channel. God, that's loud. Why the hell is that so loud? I apologize. ReviewTechUsa deleted his YouTube channel that had over 1 million subs. Now, and I don't know if you noticed this, but our boy's been having a fucking meltdown over the last 2 years. And here's where I think it started. And we're going to pull up a lot of clips here. We're going to go all the way through it. But here's where I think it started. I think it started, and this is my conspiracy, but I think it started with like political shit. That's where I think this all came from. Because the first time I saw him kind of go over the top outrageous was the whole goofy ass, what was it? The January 6th thing with Trump. I remember just going to Rich's channel and clicking his stream, and he was like hysterically having a fucking meltdown and screaming. Like that it was the end of the world and we're all dead and like democracy's dead forever. And he was just like screaming at the top of his lungs. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, look, okay, I get it. You're watching CNN or Fox or whatever, and you're watching this live, but like, it's not a big deal. Seattle quite literally was taken over by a mob of people, and they created their own city for like over a month or 2, and no one gave a fuck. Okay, so yeah, just calm down. Just calm down. It's not a big deal. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Now, granted, look, I don't care. I'm not like radicalized. I don't care about TV and shit. I haven't had cable since 2010. Okay, I don't watch this shit. I don't give a fuck. But that's where I noticed it going crazy, and then I started diving back into it with the whole Jay thing. So Jay's always been cool as fuck with me. I've talked to Jay before in real life. He's cool. And all of a sudden, there's this thing. Jay's fired. Now there's this weird drop box with pictures of Rich's like ex's children in it. And he was like, oh, it's fucking somebody did that. They like actually framed me. And man, we're going to get into it. But it started getting really, really psycho. And I was like, all right, this is getting real fucked. So we're going to cover all that shit and more. Dan A says, motorboating incident. Yes. But it was a man's ass cheeks. Matthew Faustin says, it's time to start the OnlyFans, Camelot. I know this e-girl named Peach Toot who makes over $700,000 a year. Let's stop the silliness. You ain't going anywhere with YouTube. Bring the money. You just want to see my asshole. Hold on, Peach Toot, a.k.a. Baby Fooge. She looks all right. Is this the same girl? Yeah, she looks all right. I don't know, man. I don't understand why people pay for this stuff. You know, you can just Google Peach Toot nude and it'll show. Wow. Weird. It's the girlfriend experience is what it is. Okay. It's a girlfriend experience thing. It's what it is. They want the girlfriend experience. What they don't realize is girlfriends suck. After like a few months. You know? Thank you, Matthew. I love you. Kidding, I love your stuff. Keeps me sane in the circus world. Thank you, baby. I love you. We have 400 people watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Also, before we get into all the spicy spice, okay, before we get into the spice of all the spices, okay, here's what's going on. Letting you know, my book is 2 to 3 weeks out. Pre-orders are going to launch. I implore you to set your notifications. Follow me on Twitter. It's all coming. I'm very excited. I've already seen a lot of the art. It's looking spice, looking real spice. There's going to be different covers, obviously. There's going to be free art for everybody. If we hit a certain amount, probably $100,000 on the stretch goal, then we're going to release a side-by-side EDM 8-string fucking death metal like album to join it with one ballad, a piano ballad, and I'm going to sing it. It's going to be great. So don't miss that. All right. And also, there'll be a tier for people that you'll get the signed version of the book, plus your name will be on my car all year long for the NASCAR 2025 season. And you'll get free tickets and shit. You gotta message me, but you'll get free tickets to every race you want to go to if you back that tier. So, all right, here we go. Let's do it to it, y'all. So first and foremost, a lot of you probably don't know who Rich Reviewtech is. He was a man that kind of reviewed tech, and then he kind of hyperfixated on DSP. And this is where everything got really weird to me. And I'm kind of skipping over, but we're going to go and actually watch the whole fucking like timeline here in a second. But when he started hyperfixating on DSP, like all day, every day, I knew something was up, because who gives a shit? Look, DSP's funny, okay? He's a log cat. I get it. He's a goober. But like after you talk about him for 2 seconds, why are you talking? Why are you going back to it? The fucking birds, Zetsui, the birds, him whispering to the bird for like 20 minutes on intros. That's not humor. That's just weird as fuck. Weird. The horses thing. What's wrong with Rich, man? So let's jump into it, boys. The rise, the fall. Let me go ahead and take a big old sippity dip. The big old, oh my God, June the King. Ain't no way. Ain't no way we're watching something that's 2 hours long, June the King. June the King. Here, we'll do this one. This one's fast. All right, so I'm gonna give everybody a breakdown, and I'm gonna tell you where I was aligned with all this shit happening all at once. And I guarantee you none of it's gonna be mentioning January 6th. But I think that was like a weird pivotal moment in the history of Rich Masuki. Is that his last name? Richie Dickers, my boy. No. Before we get into that, I gotta say, I hope Rich makes it out of this. I think a lot of people care about Rich that know him in real life, even though he probably thinks they don't. And I know he's definitely going through some shit. He's been going through some shit with his daughter for a long time. We've kind of watched it all play out. So I just hope he can make a recovery and, not do anything too rash, too crazy. So I'll put that out there right now. I know a lot of you don't like Rich. I know a lot of you have either positive and or negative parasocial relationships with whichever creator you like to dislike. And a lot of the times it's me. I get it, baby. I had people flipping me off at NASCAR races in the stands. I was driving at Bristol. The fucking giving her all the beans, and I'd look up and there'd be people flipping me off. I'm like, what the fuck? What'd I do? Shit. I'm out here sweating my balls off. Racing. You flicking me off. What the hell did I do? Shit. All right. Anyways, I need my headset, boys. Let's pop on the Sennheiser's HT600s and let's give it some of that bean footage. That's Dantastic says Dr. Disrespect is looking more redneck lately. Hell yeah, get on it, doggone it, boy. I love you. Appreciate you. Yeah, Lumbie McGumby. I was going to bring that up. Lumbie says the stream you did with Boogie and Rich on Rich's channel was one of the funniest streams ever. It's a great time. A lot of fun. I said that on Twitter today. A lot of fun. I enjoyed that. We did that a couple times. It was fun. Yeah, it's just weird. And he came on my show like a year ago. And we talked kind of about politics a little bit. And we kind of agreed to disagree, but we also were a little bit closer than I think he realized. But then, like, I watched a stream 2 months later and he was all for, like, transing children at 9 again. And I'm like, what the fuck? We just talked about this. He literally said he wasn't okay with it after I explained to him, like, the negative aspects of it. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. And then 2 months later, he was like, you got to save the children. And I'm like, what do you mean save them, bro? Imagine getting to 17 years old and you look down and you're like, yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm getting the hell out of here. I'll see y'all later. You know what I'm saying? I wish somebody would have said, like, don't do this, Kevin. You're 9. Okay, but, you know, whatever. All right, here we go. Sennheiser HD 600. Whoop. Yeah, am I saying it wrong? Sennheiser. Don't fucking correct. I'm from Alabama, all right? The education system is lacking. Also, I quit school in 10th grade. Like, what am I supposed to do? Okay. Sennheiser? Oh, see, that just sounds like really, like, problematic. Sennheiser. That sounds like really fucked. I don't want to go to jail. Hey, like the stream, boys. All right. Here we go. Oh, I can hear myself. Much better. Much better indeed. So we're going to give everybody a quick rundown. And of course, I'm going to speed this up so you guys get what's going on. But we're going to go all the way through it, all the way to the end, and ask ourselves, how do we get here? How do we get here? Interesting, right? We're going to figure it out together. Everybody in the chat, thank you guys so much for all the likes, and thank you for all the super chats. We're already a fifth of the way to Naked Snake for the 370th stream in a row. 3 years. 3 years straight of me taking my shirt off. Yes, Rich stole it from me, by the way. But, I mean, he looked a little bit better than I did, so it was fun. Let's do it to it, y'all. It is time. All right. Here we go. Oh, this is just going to give everybody a quick rundown real quick. Just a quick rundown of what's going on with old Reviewtech, and then what led up to him deleting his entire channel with over 1 million subs, which I couldn't believe that he hit 1 million subs like a couple years ago. And then he just deletes that? Shit. You best believe my happy ass ain't deleting nothing. Right? You will have to pry the plaque away from my cold, dead hands. That's for damn sure. You know how hard it is to do this? I mean, it's not, but you get what I'm saying. All right.
YouTube as ReviewTechUsa is a creator who really doesn't review technology. Nowadays, you can catch him exclusively on his second channel, where he streams without a shirt on, high on weed, and discussing riveting topics such as Dark Side Phil, a gaming creator who has been the center of a lot of controversy over the years. When Rich isn't doing the things I previously mentioned, he's making hip-hop beats and getting into rap beef with established musicians in the industry. Or maybe he's making ASMR content of 1990 Christmas wish books.
This is Rich of ReviewTechUsa, and you're probably wondering now why I'm whispering.
In today's video, we'll briefly go over some of his
Yeah, see, Rich was a little bit weirder than I thought. Already. I wasn't able to watch all this shit, all right? Come on.
history, talk about some things he's been involved in, and then cover some of the recent controversy that's been going on. Rich is an old school content creator. Prior to YouTube, he was involved with Blip TV, blogging on That Guy with the Glasses, the old website for Doug Walker's Nostalgia Critic show, alongside its associated programming.
So you can see that Rich has been involved in content creation for a long time, which also may lead to the reason for this meltdown. Dude, like, it's not hard. YouTube's not hard. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people out there that go like Tim Pool and all the, Jeremy, they do a lot of shit. I mean, maybe it's not super hard to get in front of the camera, but there's like videos galore, dude, and that's time and money. All right. I've done it. I used to do 4 videos a day for like a month. I could not do it. I was ready to end it all, bro. And Rich has been doing this for years. Absolute years, which is why I think it probably attributed to his meltdown, because after a while, especially if you're like susceptible to hate, You know, every stream, somebody in my chat's call me fat or something, even though I'm jacked. Bitches. Also, people always call me gay, which is strange because I love vaginas. I love women's. Okay? Doesn't bother me at all when I read people saying I'm a shadow of my former self and I deserve nothing. It doesn't bother me when you say these things. But apparently it bothered Rich a lot. So this is the issue, okay? If you are on this game for a long time, you be scrolling your comments, and somebody's like, hey, man, you look like a giant newborn, and that affects you negatively, you're fucked. Let's be honest. You fucked. You know what I'm saying? You fucked. Hey, Rob, what's up, baby? I can't wait to see you in a few days, Rob. We're going to get naked. I mean, we're going to drink every night. We're going to play some Halo campaign. Yeah. All right.
Although Rich's time there was not well documented. The oldest videos currently on his YouTube channel date back to 2009, in which he discussed and showcased his video game consoles, both old and, at the time, new school, which is clearly where his username comes from. Although as we continue, Rich doesn't really know what he's talking about when it comes to tech, nor does he really even review it in the first place. Despite posting frequently for years, it wasn't his full-time job, from what I can gather. From 2008 to 2013, Rich struggled with jobs, with him blaming the economic recession, although in 2013, he finally started doing YouTube full-time, due to receiving enough success on his channel. Reviewtech found his niche, which was not actually reviewing tech, but rather discussing controversies and news within and adjacent to the gaming industry, frequently centering around crimes and sexual allegations that were tied to gaming. Or he would talk about odd stories related to gaming. Even a decade later, these types of videos from the early to mid-2010s are still his most viewed, his most successful being, father forces kid to destroy Xbox.
See, this is the thing, man. Like, you hit it big with the algorithm with stuff like this, you're good to go. You're good to go. Right? You're good to go. Attention fan. Here, let me pull it up. Attention fan says, is his channel really kill? Or does he have a set amount of time to restore it? Let's look. Can you restore a deleted YouTube channel? Now, granted, I will say YouTube can do anything they want. YouTube has... Now, granted, YouTube don't give a shit unless you're like Moist Critical or Mr. Beast. Let's put that out there, okay? But YouTube technically can do anything. They could go and restore any channel they want. That's like 20 years old. Doesn't matter, right? But you have to get them to actually do it, which would never happen, all right? So if he actually can't, no, he's fucked. But according to Google, okay, it says, unfortunately, once you delete a channel, you cannot recover it. It's not possible to recover a personal YouTube channel once it's deleted, unless it is a brand account directly tied with Google. So he's goofed. Him as the goof. Now, granted, I will say he will likely come back to a streaming channel. I just hope he doesn't do something crazy. I gotta be honest. Look, I know we're having fun, all fun and games and shit. I just don't want him to do anything crazy. You know.
After bad grades. The video opens up with this iconic intro. Skip it up, but up. I can't do it. Him talking for 30 seconds, giving context to the viral clip he's about to show, playing the clip in its entirety with no editing or added commentary whatsoever in between. And then after the clip, he talked about it for a few minutes. And that's the video. Now, Rich isn't solely a content thief, if you can even call this content theft in the first place. People who are just content thieves don't stick around long because they themselves aren't the content. The content they steal is the content, and stealing can only get you so far. He became and stayed popular because he was consistent with posting his videos. He was always at the forefront of reporting clickbaity gaming news, and he's not a bad personality. He speaks well, and I can see why people liked him and still like him, and why other gaming content creators watched him before making it big themselves, such as Scott the Waz.
Scott, I've been watching your stuff for a while, and
thank you.
Awesome.
I've been watching your stuff.
I got to put this out there. He had a pretty solid podcast channel, and then he didn't do anything with it. Or not a channel, but he did podcasts. He did one with me. I think I was his first episode, and then Scott the Waz was his second, maybe. And then he just didn't do anymore. And I'm like, this could have been a good idea. But it's fine. It's fine. I don't know nothing about shit. Also, Flynn, you said, did I do a show with Rich and Keffels? No, I've never met or talked to Keffels. I don't know. I don't know anything about Keffels other than like controversies about weird shit on Discord, but I never really got into the Keffels thing. Jake Martin says, Snaked Nake. Thank you, dude. Ben Ryder says, speaking about YouTubers breaking down, have you been in contact with Ricado lately? He looks like he's imploded and he's building a friend. So sad. Look, Nick's going through something harder than most of us will ever go through. And look, it may be by his own doing and by design, but it's still hard, right? So I don't blame him for dipping out. Shit. You know what I'm saying? When I'm racing full time, I can barely do YouTube. Shit. Right? I do think about messaging him all the time, but I don't want it to seem like I'm messaging him just to check on him, right? But I'm sure he'll be back eventually. Ralph Masuki says 600 a month on old RTU. That's good to pay the bills. You know how much my mortgage is? Shit. My mortgage is like nine times that amount. Shit. Thank you, Ralph. Appreciate you. Sony Teprano says, to thank you, him and Boogie were shirtless ones. It's the gabagoo. They made us do it. Thank you, Sony. Mufasa says, what's going on with ReviewTechUsa? He deleted his channel, joked about self-deleting, and went on a tirade and was crying on stream. Dude, it's crazy. We're getting into it, though. We're making our way downtown, walking fast, faces past. I'm eating ass.
For a while.
I know, I was
probably like 2013 or so.
Oh God, you've been watching me for a long time.
I've watched a lot of YouTubers for a long time, so.
Even within these older videos, we can see a glimpse of what was to become of Rich nowadays. In January 2015, he made a video covering someone who calls themselves Pristine Western Chandler Sonichu. Rich's video discussed a clip of Chandler assaulting a GameStop employee. If you aren't aware, Chandler is an infamous figure online, most well known for creating the surreal fanfiction comic book series, Sonichu. In the video, Rich seems surprised and excited that he gets to discuss Chandler's antics, as it seems Rich has been following the drama involving Chandler for quite some time, opening the video by playing some famous clips that
real quick, I worked at GameStop for 11 years, and when Chris Chan pepper sprayed that dude, we had emails from corporate talking about what we're going to do to prevent things like that from happening. Chris Chan affected all of us, baby. This is way before I did YouTube.
in discussing the recent controversy. While Rich now almost exclusively focuses on lolcow content, that being content that documents or makes fun of public figures that the audience considers foolish, Rich claimed in 2020 while talking to Scott the Woz that he almost became the next Wings of Redemption, but corrected his path.
I was on the verge of being the next Wings of Redemption, which would have been my own fault. I don't know if you know who he is. You're like,
well, I've watched a fair amount of the down the rabbit hole videos.
Oh, so you do know? Yes. I was going down the same route, and that's what social media could do to you, man. Because if you get caught up in that, it could destroy you. And it almost destroyed my YouTube channel.
I think right here, Rich is outlining exactly what happened. Right? He said he almost became the new Wings. Social media will ruin your life, and I think he didn't get away from it like he thought. Right? I think that's what's going on. Right. He let things just affect him too personally, man. Now, granted, there's a lot of other shit that's coming out the woodworks, accusations, allegations everywhere, and we're going to get into that as well. But on the surface, in the beginning.
And also,
Wings is an old school Call of Duty creator who has attracted a lot of criticism over the years. While Rich's channel definitely peaked 5 to 10 years ago, in 2023, Rich was pretty successful hopping on the anti-DK Oldies bandwagon. DK Oldies is a pretty popular business and brand, with a store in Pennsylvania that sells retro video games. They have a large social media presence within the gaming community, utilizing short-form TikTok-like content featuring what they sell to go viral. However, they've received a lot of negative attention as people feel they mark up their prices. According to a Game Rant article, they'll mark up products over double the market price. DK Oldies seemingly thrive off of people interested in retro gaming, but aren't the most knowledgeable on what's a good deal. If you ever go to these retro game stores in person, they will always sell above market value. They have to do it to stay in business because they'll buy products usually at the market value. So in order to make a profit, they need to sell it above. I don't see the big issue with that because I feel you're mostly paying for the experience of visiting one of these stores in person. However, do not buy a PlayStation 2 from them for $200 online. Or
I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with that. Ain't no reason to go in no damn store. All right. Look, I'll put this out there. I made a video where I emailed the CEO of GameStop, George Sherman, before he resigned, how to fix GameStop, get a liquor license, and then set up a tournament schedule and a daily schedule for every kind of gamer you're going to adhere to. D&D Thursdays, Pathfinder. Fridays, what we gonna do Fridays? Super Smash Brothers tournaments. Saturdays, some kind of tournament. Wednesdays, some kind of an event, and have a liquor license and make it a hangout, stuff like that. That would have been. They still wouldn't have made it probably, but it would have been better. But no, they're like, no, we're gonna launch an NFT. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, you did great there. That was their move. An NFT. They did really good. Very good.
Forever. Rich made dozens of these videos as they received hundreds of thousands, even millions of views a video, with him buying from them multiple times, alleging they were scammers, showcasing and discussing the products coming in dirty and broken, contesting their refurbished claim that they have on their website. Rich likely made a lot of money off these videos, not just off AdSense, but also the big sponsors he was able to get. And another way I know this is he bought from them multiple times, paying the huge, overpriced markups that they do. Although, as the DK oldies criticism trend became yesterday's news, Rich's views dropped back to around 20K, 70K a video, which is still really good, but nowhere near as they were when he was riding the wave of criticism videos. Now, what is Rich up to these days? Before that, we're gonna go over some of the drama and criticism he's faced over the years. There's a lot of it, and I don't want to be here all day, nor do I have the time to research 10 years of someone's online history. So we're just gonna be focusing on some notable moments, and then we're gonna talk about the position he's in today. Now, when Reviewtech does cover consoles, aka technology, it seems to be surface level, because even when diving ankle deep into the technological aspect of it, he would be wrong in ways that I don't even know how you could be wrong.
Yeah, this is one of my criticisms of Rich, is when I watched him talk about like PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X and PC shit when they were coming out, a lot of the times he was like vague and didn't really know what was going on. And I'm like, he should know more than me. He should know more than me. And why does he not? You know what I'm saying? Zetsui says doesn't GameStop pay 1/3 of the price they sell it for? They pay like 1/15 of the price they sell it for. They'll give you $2 for a game and sell it for $19.99. It just depends on the game. If it's relatively popular and or niche and or newer, maybe they'll pay a little bit more. But other than that, no, they'll give you $2 and they'll sell it for $19.99.
In 2013, around the launch of the PS4 and Xbox One, it was reported that Call of Duty Ghosts would run at 1080p, 60 frames per second on PS4, but 720p with the same frame rate on Xbox One. Reviewtech, claiming to have very, very reliable sources, reported the opposites in regards to the PS4. Rich said it was going to be 720p on both consoles, and he claimed this was because the online play functionalities couldn't handle the higher resolution. This literally makes no sense because the resolution you run the game on your device has no impact to your online connection to other consoles. The actual president of Sony Interactive Entertainment Worldwide responded to this, not being asked by a journalist at a press conference, but on Twitter. Mr. Yoshida simply called what Rich said so stupid. And then the developers of Ghost said the real reason was if they ran the game at 1080p on Xbox One, the frame rate wouldn't be at 60, so that's why they lowered it. They didn't want to compromise 60 frames per second. The game would be 1080p on PlayStation. Back in the day, there was a lot of negative stigma around creating.
Damn, even the damn Sony CEO called him a dumbass. That's pretty brutal. I might have a mental spiral if that happened to me, to be completely fair. You know? To be completely fair. I don't know. Seems pretty upsetting. Not very strong, you know. Not very strong. Felt it by Mr. Sony himself. Damn.
Trying to solicit their audience for money, as it was a new thing. Even some of the most successful creators that make a lot of money doing that, like Mr. Medicare, were once against it. Although times have changed. Money is money, and audiences are now normalized to it for the most part, and a lot of people are willing to help keep the content they enjoy consuming afloat. Rich received a lot of criticism due to asking his audience for things. At one point, he wanted a Sony camera, and asked his audience for PayPal donations for it. In response, a creator named Buster made a video where he showed he had a brand new Sony camera in his possession, and bragged about buying it himself, without needing to ask his audience for it. Even though he never mentioned Rich, it was a clear sneak diss, and he responded to it. This seems minor. What's the point of even mentioning this? Well, it helps set the stage and leads us into Rich's drama, involving a YouTuber named Big Cheese. He was an associate of Rich, and the two made a deal. Rich needed—
Yeah, dude, I agree with that 100%. Asking your audience like for anything monetarily, disgusting. 100%. 100% disgusting. Unforgivable. We're about a fifth of the way to Naked Snake and Super Chat goals tonight. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love. Please continue to give to your friendly neighborhood trailer park redneck, man. Appreciate you. Also, my book is coming out. Make sure you back it 10 times or you're banned. This is required, by the way. But no, I completely agree.
needed a computer, so Big Cheese loaned him one of his. In exchange, Big Cheese was to get 3 shoutouts from Rich a week for 6 months on his channel, and also $200. However, Rich wouldn't hold his end of the deal, and decided by himself he no longer needed to pay the $200, or keep promoting Big Cheese. While negotiating with Cheese, he threatened to go to court over this dispute, although after Big Cheese made a video and Rich got public backlash, he admitted fault and gave Big Cheese the $200. This became a meme to mock Rich, because the phrase, pay Big Cheese $200, is humorous to a lot of people, but also he did agree to this arrangement, and decided not to follow through, even though it wasn't a lot of money at all. Rich's growing number of detractors then started calling themselves the Big Cheese Crusaders, and they produced content criticizing him. The most well-known one, who we will just refer to as the Critic, produced pretty long videos with text-to-speech. The Critic garnered a couple thousand subscribers.
I will say, Blue Metal says, when you say you're suicidal, you just want attention like Boogie. Yes, if you're Boogie. Right? If you're Boogie. I don't think Rich has ever really dived into that. I mean, I've known Rich for a long time, and I've never, now granted, you can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but I've never heard him just openly talk about self-deleting like he has been in the past, or in the most recent past, right? Now, of course, Boogie's so narcissistic, bro, that he could never kill himself. He loves himself too goddamn much, right? But Rich, I don't know. You know, I've gotten that vibe from him, you know? But anyways.
And had somewhat successful videos criticizing Rich, although he didn't just critique, at one point going as far as writing emails to sponsors of Rich, asking them to drop him. According to Rich himself, the Critic succeeded in getting 2 sponsors to drop him. The existence of this channel would cause controversy and discussion, being was this just criticism, or was it also harassment? This was covered in a pretty popular video released in 2016 by YouTuber Becky Boop, who even got to interview Rich about the situation in a follow-up video. Between the release of Becky's coverage and the upcoming release of the interview, the Critic took down all but one of his videos. He was afraid of being mass reported while threatening people against him. The situation got ugly. A lot of people rallied around Rich, including big creators like political commentator Mundane Matt, with him claiming the Critic had doxed him, threatening to release it if Matt didn't disavow Rich. During Rich's interview with Becky, he alleged the Critic would harass him on Twitter and stalk him, which does appear to be true from what I've seen. Although the Critic would eventually disappear from the internet, with detractors of Rich claiming he paid someone to dox him to get them to stop. In a now deleted video, ReviewTechUsa promoted some sort of person or group that was supposedly dedicated to cybercriminal investigations and preventing them. A lot of people thought it was sketchy and led to backlash. Regarding the doxing allegation, Rich disputes he paid this organization to dox, claiming someone doxed the Critic without being paid.
People sent me information. I've never personally.
I got to be honest. See, this is kind of eye-opening, because if you've been paying attention to the whole Jay drama in the last year, Rich has been doing some weird shit like this, right? And the issue is people start to, they will say doxing is bad unless it benefits me. Then it's good because these people are bad, right? So, and I've talked about this before, but when you have a position that you consider from a moral standpoint, like, i.e., I'm a good person, you will justify doing pretty heinous shit to prevent that stance from being threatened. Now, if your stance is from a place of reason, you won't go that far, right? Because obviously your stance is from a place of reason. But when you think, oh, well, my stance is because I'm a good person and I care about people, so I'm going to kill you and your whole family because it's the right thing to do and it's for the greater good. Right? So I feel like I saw that a lot from Rich, and I kind of went pretty in-depth there. But I feel like Rich would kind of strike people or do things like that, you know, later in the game. Probably not earlier in the game, but later in the game, you know? Donna says, with doing YouTube full-time for years, it'd be hard to take a vacation when you don't get money. No time to relax. Then with letting negative comments get to you, he got stressed out. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's the one thing you need to learn immediately when you get on YouTube as a content creator. People are going to hate you. If you have any sort of following, they're going to hate you. There are going to be a lot of people that hate you. And there's going to be a lot of people that try to find out everything about you. You know, I've been swatted a dozen times now, man. So you have to not let that stuff bother you. Because if that stuff bothers you, you dead. You either A, aren't going to last very long, or B, you're going to have a mental spiral like our boy Richie. Thank you, Donna. I love you. Appreciate you. David says, hey, Neo, what's up with the sunglasses at night? Guns. Lots of guns. Thank you, David. No, I got punched in the face by a stripper last night. Thank you, David. Appreciate you. Yeah, it happens, dude. If you pull a stripper's drawers off, don't ever say, I didn't know you had an Audi. It just didn't go over well. Okay.
Doxed him. I've never paid to get him doxed, even though he goes around saying that.
Despite disputing the claim that he paid to dox, he publicly pondered releasing it on his Twitter. The critic challenged him to. Rich responded saying he would, and also doxed the guy's child. Rich would later try to walk this back.
But I was very tempted to release it, and I got angry and tweeted on Twitter that I was going to release his personal information and release a picture of his child. I didn't do it, thankfully.
Even though he did publish the guy's docs on a now deleted Facebook post. Rich also claims he was not paid to promote the group. Instead, Rich paid them $30 to promote their organization.
So you presented them as a sponsorship then, saying that they had sponsored
Yes.
you, but they did not pay you money to sponsor you.
Nope.
You gave them a token amount of money.
A
The $20.
token would be an overstatement. It was like $30 at most.
And the reason he did this was to try to scare off harassment.
So what was the benefit for you out of the arrangement of working with them?
They would have basically tried to keep, the harassment at bay.
The person who ran this group allegedly ended up being a convicted criminal, with dozens of separate convictions, and Rich would eventually distance himself. Rich is a big fan of hip-hop and rap music. He's been producing his own beats going as far back as...
See, and herein lies the problem, right? If you're trying to go out of your way to stop harassment on your channel, you're done. Because again, you're letting it get to you. You can't let that shit get to you, man. Right? Because you already lost. That's the whole point. If a troll gets to you, you already lost. Right? And Rich, you could tell that the trolls got to him. What? So they hate you if you hate the creator. Yeah, John. Hell yeah. 100%, dude.
10 years, appearing to be mostly done as a hobby on the side. As of recently, Rich has decided he wants to become an actual hip-hop producer and have it not just be a side hobby. The closest he's gotten to achieving this dream was with his remix of rapper Rome Streets. Rome isn't the biggest in the industry at all, but he did release a celebrated album in 2022, which was listed as one of the best rap albums of the year by the Rolling Stones and received a 7.3 out of 10 by Pitchfork. Rome did not like Rich's remix at all, calling it whack. He also referred to it as a Frankenstein science project that sounded worse than his original song and told producers who make stuff like that to not release them. Rich responded, claiming his remix was superior. He also accused Rome of being racist and ageist, citing that as the reason why Rome didn't like his remix, adding on that no one outside of incels knew who Rome was before him. This beef was covered by actual hip-hop bloggers.
I gotta be honest, I think, and look, I don't want Rich to take anything the wrong way, but I think, and it's just me, and I'm just speaking from opinion, I think Rich's music kind of sucks. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's pretty shit. But that's just me. Yeah, maybe I haven't heard the right shit yet. But it kind of sounded like when my friend tried to learn Fruity Loops after like a week. That's kind of what it reminded me of.
And I don't blame them. This was a pretty odd beef between two public figures you would never expect to interact, a critically well-received underground rapper and a gaming YouTuber. Despite the naysayers, Rich remained married to the rap game, tweeting out how people told him he couldn't become a YouTuber, and they were wrong, as now he has 1 million subscribers, and how the same type of person is going to be wrong again, and he's going to become a hip-hop producer in his 40s. A lot of people have mocked Rich for this, but it may not be impossible, as Rich has actually had some success producing popular tracks before. In 2016, Rich released the Exposed song, in which a voice I believe to be his basically just says exposed over and over again, on top of a copyright-free Kevin McElroy instrumental. Imagine Daft Punk's Around the World, but as a 2016 YouTube meme song, mocking the at the time rise of drama content on the platform. The song was well liked at the time. It currently sits at around 1 million views. In early 2024, Rich had a very similar
Yeah, his Exposed song is easily the best one. Exposed, exposed, exposed. You're exposed, sir. It's all right. But it's like a meme song, right?
Controversy to that from the Big Cheese days a decade prior. Rich decided he didn't need his editor Jay anymore, and apparently fired him on his birthday. His reasoning being he no longer uploaded that many videos onto the channel, so there was no reason to keep him around. The drama comes from a pay dispute. Jay and Rich seemingly couldn't agree on what the final payment should be, and things got heated and got public, with Rich making dehumanizing comments about Jay on Facebook. Rich claims prior to all this, he was paying Jay $2,500 a month to edit for him. It's a bit confusing, but for the final payment, Jay was apparently paid $3,275. Rich made it sound like Jay wanted this exact amount, citing extra work he did for Rich, being live streams. But the way Jay described this final payment, he made it like Rich was trying to be nice to him after the drama. What seems to really make this whole thing heat up was Jay publicly saying Rich left him horrible voice messages, but not leaking them, which led to Rich leaking them himself to show the audience what he said.
The sympathy card that you played after we had it.
What the fuck, Rich? I remember this shit. He's like, yeah, so Jay said he's not going to leak my shitty voicemails, so I'm going to do it myself to prove how cool I am. What? What, Rich? What are you doing, man? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. What the hell you doing? Hey, make sure you like the show, everybody.
Payment dispute, which is something that happens constantly. It is a very normal thing. Is going to be one of the worst mistakes you've ever made in your career.
Judging by the comments on these drama videos, it seems like the vast majority of the audience sided against Rich. While Rich has a dedicated amount of detractors, this drama left their little bubble. It was exposed to a much larger audience, one who doesn't know who Big Cheese is, and a lot of those people seem to side with Jay. I mean, he is the little guy after all. He was getting fired and simply wanted the payment he had been receiving, and Rich didn't want to pay until it was made public. And he seemed to be all over the place while this drama was going on. It didn't help that Rich seemingly kept flip-flopping on the issue. He was going to go on Locale Live, but then he wasn't, and he talked to Jay and they were going to do their own video together discussing the situation. And then Rich went out of his way to try to sabotage a collaboration between Jay.
All right, so this is where everything starts to fucking fall apart. And this is where I noticed it, like hyper noticed it. Right? Remember I said earlier, like when I saw the January 6th stream, I was like, he's kind of freaking the fuck out. This is where I hyper noticed it, was when this shit was happening with Jay. Because every day he'd be like, oh, dude, me and Jay are like best bros. We're like the best friends ever again. We're like talking on the phone. We're so cool. And then like 6 hours later, Rich is like, I hope Jay's family dies in a car wreck. And I'm like, what the fuck's happening? You know, that's the weird thing. So I noticed immediately something was going haywire here with the whole Rich thing. Thank you, Lord the Re on Rumble with $1. If you do anything short of wishing Nick to die in prison, then you're apparently sleeping. Yeah, I remember them days. That was a wild time.
And Darkside Phil. And then Rich did go on Locale Live during his attempt at the DSP collab sabotage. He also accused Jay of admitting to extorting him over the phone. The DSP stream never happened, with Phil citing critical tweets made about him from Jay. Phil would tell Jay to get a life, and he thought Jay was trying to bait him into something.
If someone told me he's a chill, down-to-earth guy, he'd like to have a chill stream with you just to talk about games or whatever. That's what I proposed. He said, yeah, that's what I would like to do. Let's have an offline conversation about it. Okay, how do you want to do it? And then I find out he's posting that up on his Twitter timeline. Get a life. No, really, Jay, get a life. I know what the fuck you're talking about. I know what you're trying to bait me into. I'm not doing nothing. Get the fuck out of here, all right? That's the God's honest truth of what's going on, and I'm not involved with it anymore. Obviously, I'm not going to talk to the guy again.
According to Jay, in an alleged leaked DSP DM, this stream Jay was planning with him was apparently just a way to try and troll Rich, at least on DSP's end. Despite all of this and Rich's years-long criticism of DSP, Phil would wish Rich well.
That's all I had to say. I wish Rich well. I hope that whatever happens, I don't wish him poorly.
In April 2024, Rich started claiming
that's pretty good of DSP, because Rich was kind of going after DSP for like 2 years straight. Every one of his streams was just watching Rich stream. Or sorry, every one of Rich's streams was watching DSP stream. It was weird. Very strange for a while. Blab, 1983, how you doing? But yeah, dude, nobody want that camel hair. Rich is Canadian and Jay is American. Rich has Justin Trudeau brain. Aww. Aww. Don't say that. That is a very hateful thing to say. DSP was the bigger man. That's wild. It's wild. Thank you, Donna Egbert, by the way. I love you. We're one red boy from a rainbow night on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I love you.
His Dropbox was hacked by someone in St. Thomas, Canada. They even got past the two-factor authentication. He said the hacker went through his 1099s and photos of his ex-wife's other kids. According to Rich, him and his ex-wife shared the Dropbox. And some of these photos, according to Rich, were her children in bikinis.
They absolutely do. They don't care. They got around two-factor authentication too. And they're going to try to make it, if there's like they're teenage girls, they took pictures of themselves like in bikinis and shit. They're going to try to make it like, did it look like I was accessing them?
By discussing what happened, in his view, he was trying to get ahead of the hackers trying to make him look like a creep. Some people would speculate if there was illegal pornography in his Dropbox, but Rich denied this. Rich would say the hackers were the real creeps for going through his Dropbox. He would allege the hackers were Andy Worski and PPP from drama news stream Kino Casino, or it was one of their fans, as the duo had been covering antics Rich was involved in consistently. Worski would mock the idea that they, or their fans, were hackers. When I spoke to Worski, he told me that he and PPP believe Rich was never hacked at all. Worski also denied living in St. Thomas, Canada, also saying Rich has changed details on where the hacker was at.
Yeah, that's hard to get around two-factor authentication. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily know if I believe that, because that's some hyper shit. Because it's gonna send a text message to Rich. Now, what probably happened was Rich had ordered a pizza, and he got a text, and it was like, "Hey, I know you just ordered a pizza," or maybe he didn't even order a pizza, but he was hungry. And somebody texted him and said, "Hey, I'm about to be there with your pizza from Domino's." And he was probably like, "Oh, fuck, a free pizza, bro." And it's like, just send us that authenticator you just got. And he probably sent it to him. You know what I mean? That's what I think probably happened.
accessing from. When I asked Dvorsky what the official Kino Casino position was on whether Rich was actually a pedophile or if they were just joking, he told me that they thought Rich was sus. When I asked Rich about the situation, he told me to just look at the times he's publicly addressed this, and didn't comment any further on the matter. On April 7th, 2013, Rich announced his YouTube channel was now his full-time job, a very exciting thing for anyone. Children all around the world want to be a YouTuber more than an astronaut. However, all good things don't last forever, and 11 years after the fact, Rich announced the end of his main channel, although he would post one more sponsored video the day after, and he didn't leave completely, he was just moving to his second channel. But not too long after that, he announced his audience would be seeing him less, as he got a new job. I don't think we're going to see him fully quit anytime soon, but for now he's just a part-time YouTuber with a normal day job. He went from popular and successful commentator.
I don't think we're going to see him quit anytime soon. Deletes his channel. Oops. Dino Spumoni, like Sacagawea. The casino says Rich was probably on a VPN. It was on a Canada line and freaked himself out when he logged in and said Canada. Oh.
To just a guy who has detractors online, whose streaming career is now just attacking those more successful than him, while he acts as if he's above them. While I was making this video, I thought the drama between Rich and Jay was over, but apparently Rich has decided to start.
See, this is what I thought. I thought the drama was over, and it kept coming back. You know, what's up, Reagan?
During the pod again on X, with him mocking Jay's mental health. Jay responded and tweeted out a hotline for mental health services, adding on that he thinks Rich is suffering from mental illness. During all of this, Rich decided to embrace being a villain. Alongside announcing this, Discord leaks came out of him acting deranged, writing that he thinks his career is over. So he's decided he's going to have his demise in spectacular fashion. His words, not mine.
The ship is sinking, and man, I'm going to stir up everything while it's sinking.
With him asking his remaining fans for any info on his detractors.
Whoever has stuff on any of these assholes, by all means, post it here.
On June 21st, 2024, Rich went live at the same time as both Jay and the Kino Casino. While he did secure about 800 live viewers, saying very unsavory things about Jay, the Casino duo, and commentator 8-Bit Eric that I cannot repeat or play because of how out of pocket they were, Jay and the Casino still made more donations than him. From my understanding, Rich later said he was going to do another stream the day after, discussing journalist Smash JT and alleging he was involved in a crime. But Rich didn't go live, and he stopped posting on X. In a Discord server, he posted an audio message about collecting dirt on Jay to send to business associates of his.
You're going to look real fucking bad. That's another thing I could send to his employers now.
And then, some shocking allegations about Rich came out from the Kino Casino. Keep in mind, this is all allegations from a drama news show.
And now we're caught up. Now we're caught up. So here's the allegations from old Papi and Andy.
But it's gotten a lot of traction, so I think it's worth mentioning. After talking to Jay, they alleged the Dropbox login came from Jay's computer. This was because Rich gave Jay a computer. He had previously used it, and he didn't wipe it. So Dropbox was logged into the computer. So that would explain how somebody from Canada got past Rich's two-factor authentication. The account was just there. They also alleged Rich had a backend on this computer, so he could remote access Jay's computer without him knowing. Originally, this computer was meant to be given to DSP. The casino alleged Rich messed with Jay's YouTube channel and PayPal accounts, while Jay would be live streaming. The most shocking was regarding what was in the Dropbox. They said it did have actual legal pornography on the Dropbox, trying to build onto the narrative that Rich is a creep. According to Jay, the computer is no longer plugged in or connected to the internet. Jay has also spoken about getting it forensically investigated for criminal activity. The next day, Jay did a stream talking more about what the casino said. He made sure to add he didn't think Rich was a pedophile. On the same day, Rich did a stream about the Kino Casino and Jay, announcing he was sober for the stream, a common criticism of him the casino gave. He played videos he had securely archived onto a USB flash drive that he showcased to try and make his critics look bad. Most notably, Rich played an exposed video of the Kino Casino by God Winson, an online personality who was once affiliated with the program. In this video, God Winson alleged the website the duo used to collect donations from the audience was unsafe. While watching this video, Rich brought up older scandals and allegations Andy Dvorsky has faced. From what I've seen and read on the stream, Rich didn't really address the allegations against him much, besides pointing out the fact Jay doesn't think he's a pedophile. Rich seems more focused on trying to discredit and mock his critics. On June 26, 2024, Jay announced his...
This is one thing. This is what I remember the most about everything. I remember the whole Rich being a pea diddler, but Jay tweeted this out and said, my bank was 100% accessed and money was e-transferred out. There are signs that my iCloud was accessed, which includes all photos, videos, and notes. My IP address was shown in a video online. I've talked to the police. I'm drawing a line in the sand with this. I'm done discussing this nonsense. I've nothing to hide, and I've done nothing wrong, online or offline. I'm not accusing anyone, and I'm not asking you to as well. I appreciate the support. Now, who could possibly have done this to Jay? Right? It's crazy. Dig Deeper says you claim to be friends with Boogie, RTU, and Rokeda. Which friend is driving off a cliff next? Oh, shit. Apparently, don't be a friend with my ass. Apparently, just don't be friends with me. Because it's maybe like subconsciously, like just being like around me, just messes you up. I don't know what it is. It is quite the coincidence.
Bank account in iCloud was hacked, and his money was e-transferred out of his bank account. He directly spoke to Rich, with him denying involvement and agreeing to cooperate with Jay in the situation. Andy Worski would reply to his post, telling him to stop talking to Rich and just let the police investigate. And since this, I don't think much has happened. There was a lot of leaked audio of Rich that came out, showcasing poor behavior of his. Rich has been streaming again, and he released the beat he made onto his main channel, which I covered on my second channel, Unwell Miguel, because I thought it was interesting. Also, Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers spoke negatively about Rich, despite previously going on his show, and that got attention. I might have to come back to this topic and story another day, as I think this is just the beginning of a extremely long saga. Make sure to follow me on X at Unwell.
Yeah, this was not very long ago, by the way. This was not long ago. This video is 2 months old. So all this shit was happening. And I was trying to pay attention to it, but I was racing full-time in NASCAR in my first year. So I'm like, well, I can't do shit, you know. But at any rate, so this catches us up to now, which is where shit has really hit the fan with 8-Bit Eric and all these people, and leading up to Rich deleting his channel yesterday. His 1 million sub channel, just delete that sumbitch. Right? Right. And what's very troubling is not denying the allegations that you had some fucked up content on your computer. You know, now granted, I don't, there's no evidence otherwise, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, y'all are dumb as hell. Eat my ass, you know, say something. Right. Anyways, I was on the stream when 8-Bit Eric went off. Oh, yeah, we're going to pull that up. Also, there was a stream where fucking he started like bawling. It's wild. Wild. I remember finding your channel right after your stupid ex broke over you. Now look at where you're at. Yeah, Pocket Rocket. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Great. Great. Oh, by the way, we'll be racing at Daytona February 15th. Don't miss it. Fox Sports, or no, it's on Fox. It's just on Fox main channel. Make sure you watch that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You can also come to the race, obviously. But yes, February 15th, first race of the season. It's gonna be fun. So Tim Cast is on the car again this year. It's gonna be fun. Reagan Knight says, can't wait to hang out with your ass. Also, what's with the glasses? Did you get the pink eye from eating too much brown eye? Yeah. Yes. 100%. Mm-hmm. I can barely open my eyes. They're all pus filled. Pus. Son. Pus field. Thank you, Rakin. I love you. Appreciate you, Rakin. Closing in on Naked Snake for the 370th stream in a row. All right, so let's pull this up. So this is something that's very, very strange. And I'm just going to play this because it's kind of a short clip. But we're going to play this, and then we're going to jump into the 8-Bit Eric bullshit. Right? Because this is, you know, and maybe this will make us feel a little bit better. Like, I feel a little bit differently about the situation, right? So, all right, here we go. Deep, deep, beep, 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 beep. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all right. I know it kind of seems like the opposite. Like, I'm fine. And personally, like, I'm okay. I'm not in any kind of like bad place. But it's been some real shit. This is
What you got to realize, man, is Rich is also going through some real life shit plus YouTube, right? Like, he's going through some real life shit. And I think this stems from, you know, all the issues he had with his daughter, and that's kind of what made everything start to tumble, I think.
This is why I didn't stream last night. I was thinking I wouldn't react like this tonight. But
Today, my man.
yeah, I was thank you. I didn't think I was going to. Probably wouldn't have started the stream, to be honest. To me, it's a strange thing to do. I'm not looking for anything. Like I'm fine. And my videos are getting viewership again. My streams, people show up to them. Like that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for sympathy of any kind.
Yeah, this is real shit, man. This is real shit. You know, this isn't a Monday Matt thing. Right?
This ain't my job to put on you. You know what I'm saying? Like you like you come here to get away from your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't come to a stream for someone else's baggage. You know what I mean?
Sometimes the shit just creeps up, man. It happens to a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit just creeps up. You know, been there, done that. Right? It's been a couple years since I went through some shit, but you know, sometimes it just bubbles to the surface. You know? So Sony says, imagine being a man that cries about the dumbest crap. Well, I don't necessarily, I think it's just everything, right? Looking at it from like a real standpoint, we don't know what's going on in Rich's personal life. You know what I'm saying? There could be some real shit. And we know a little bit, but there could be some real shit. And he turns on a stream and someone says a thing on a super chat or something that just, it opens it up, right? It opens it. You fucked now, right? I've been there, man. Shit. Right? Helena says, this is very sad. A lot of us can relate to being in much pain for many reasons. Please be kind to each other and yourself. You're treasured and always welcome in the family lot. Helena, make way, make way. Thank you, baby. I love you. I appreciate the gold, boy. We're 300 from Naked Snake. Thank you. Appreciate you. Joe Schmo with a $50 Rumble rant. Here's a contribution to move us closer to Naked Snake. How are your allergies? Did the stripper finally knock the snot out of you? Thanks for starting up the streams again. Yeah, dude. I'm good. I'm good. A little bit of allergies here and there, but I'm good. It's all good, man. And yes, I'm streaming my normal schedule until Daytona. So if I'm not racing, doing NASCAR stuff, I'll be streaming. So thank you, Joe Schmo. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for continuing to support me. I don't deserve that shit, so I appreciate you. We're just watching Rich cry right now. Okay? It's fine. Pocket Rocket says, Cody, your vulnerability during that time got me through rehab. In the first few months of sobriety, it was inspiring to see another man be openly emotional. I don't think this is the same. Well, I mean, he's clearly emotional. I don't think we would assume Rich is just a best actor on earth, right? But he's clearly going through some shit. Now, granted, it is a different thing. It might be shit. The shit he's going through might be stuff that's self-induced, and that's the issue, right? When I had my famous emotional moment on stream, you guys all fucking probably know about it because it got like 2.5 million views, and I still see it on Twitter. God, stop sharing it. No, it was kind of a happy thing. It was a weird happy thing, right? So, but yeah. Anyways, thank you, Pocket Rocket.
You know, like that's one thing I kind of. There's plenty of other shit that I fuck up on, but that's one thing I adhere to is that
Ban
when-
anyone who is not crying or coming. As dads or moms, we all understand. Even the ones who aren't parents understand. We're here for you, buddy.
Thank you, man. I first quit working out that overnight shift, and I woke up and it was like, holy shit, man! I do this for a living now. Like, I went from a shit job. I had a job where I thought it was a career, and they laid us all off, which was probably the biggest blessing in disguise because I was going through a bout of depression at that time. And I'm sitting here making YouTube videos and people watch them, and something I was doing for fucking free.
Yeah, see, here's the issue, right? The issue is, what the hell? The issue is after that, allegedly, Rich went on to say he faked all that crying stuff. Here's the problem with that. People see that. They can relate to it. We all go through shit. Especially if you're all in the age demographic that my normal channel is, right? 30s. We've all been through it, man. So a lot of us can relate. But then if you immediately come out and say you faked it and it was all bullshit, you took all those people and you threw their concern and their relatability in the trash, right? All those people are like, wow, like I've been there. And then he's like, oh, I faked it. You're all stupid. Then all those people now feel like they got swindled, right? That's an issue. But at any rate, it doesn't stop there, boys. It never stops. We never stop, do we? We never stop. We only continue. So like Boogie with cancer? Yes. Yes. But luckily, Boogie went on stream every day and got brutalized and almost made it so over the top and silly that it almost made up for it. I mean, I don't think it ever will, but it's definitely better than him just ignoring it. Like he went on a stream and was getting tortured by chat and doing all this bullshit, you know. Yes, ReviewTechUsa deleted his channel. So let's pull it up here. Oh, I don't even have it shared. What am I doing? What am I doing, bro? All right. 8-bit Eric. We're gonna pull up 8-bit Art. Oh, Art. 8-bit Art. Who's almost at 100,000 subs. Hell yeah, dude. I've been seeing him pop up for a while. So first and foremost, damn it, stop. Eric, stop talking. You bastard. All right, hold on. All right. So Rich deletes his channel, right? So here we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna watch that real quick. Damn it, Eric. All right. Here we go. Hey, we got a super chat from Dig Deeper Network. Can you tell us to get on it, doggone it? Bye. On the videos you'll post again, please. There is a hole in my heart right now. Jays. I will do it again for you. Thank you. Thank you, Dig Deeper. I appreciate you. Did you know one can be too attractive? Here we go. All right, let's keep up. Now we're getting really, really close to modern day. Is there a 16-bit Eric? Yeah, for real. What the hell, dude?
Well, the news is out, ladies and gentlemen. Dickers himself has deleted his YouTube channel. This tweet came out right before he deleted his Twitter account as well. So he took down his Twitter account the other day when he had his 8-hour live stream meltdown, came back and was joking about suicide for some reason. People were actually flaming him. If you go to his personal Facebook or if you go to his Instagram or even Twitter, he's getting burnt to a crisp over joking about suicide or something. I don't know. I covered it on my stream, but that's besides the point. You can see right here, he tweeted out ReviewTechUsa 2009 to 2024. Thank you for the years of support. I'll still be live streaming on our RTU streams. And apparently he deleted his channel, which he was saying earlier this last week that he was thinking about doing it. To me, it's a cry for attention. We know by the end of this next week, he's going to reactivate his YouTube channel. He'll be back on. He can't.
See, here's the issue, though. According to Google, you can't reactivate a YouTube channel. From what I read, now granted, there might be a way I don't know about, but through a quick search, and I'll search again. Deleting a channel is a permanent action. Closing your YouTube channel permanently deletes all your content. Can you revive an old YouTube channel? Well, no, that's not here. How do you recover YouTube channel? That's for password. How do I recover a deleted YouTube channel? Unfortunately, once you delete your YouTube channel, you cannot recover it since there's no going back. So, and I might be wrong though. Maybe it's not up to date. So you can hide your YouTube channel. Can you? Maybe, or like private it. I guess, is that a thing? Hold on, let me look. Let's do some more research. Can you private a YouTube channel? Yes, you can make your YouTube channel private. Only a small community of people can watch your videos. Well, that means your channel wouldn't pop up though. If you privated your channel would still be there. It's just people couldn't watch certain videos, right? From what I understand, Anyways,
stay away from the internet. Every time he says he's going to delete Twitter, he comes back on. Every time he says he's going to take a break, he comes back in less than a day or two. Remember when he did the goodbye video and then literally like less than a day later, he made a video about Keffels that had like a sponsorship on it? This dude's clown shoes. And apparently he brought his Twitter back a third time within the span of 2 days to put that he was no longer going to be using his main channel. Now, just the other day.
Yeah, Art, that's exactly what I said earlier. I said if you have someone within YouTube that they could do it. I mean, YouTube can do whatever they want. I've seen YouTube rescue channels of people that became hyper famous somewhere else, and they had an old YouTube channel, and YouTube reinstated it just for the person. But also, they're not going to do that for Rich, probably. You know what I'm saying? They're probably not going to do that for Rich. They wouldn't. You would have to be Mr. Beast, or you would have to be Moist Critical for them to even respond to an email, likely, in my opinion.
He went nuts. He went nuts against JKB, myself, Keemstar, Boogie, Wings, fucking you name it. This guy went ape shit over everybody on the internet that has ever criticized him, and he's losing it. And we're not saying you are a bad human being. We're just saying take some time off the internet. Take a mental health break. All right? Spend time with your family. Me telling you go see your kids doesn't mean that you don't take care of your kids. All right? All that bullshit aside, I've been avoiding you. I haven't been watching your content. I haven't been reacting to your content. I haven't been anything about you. But since you tried to, I guess, bury me on your 8-hour live stream the other day, the meltdown live stream, I'm like, you know what? It's fair game again. It's fair game, Dickers. All right. And I'm going to relish in this. So, yeah, apparently he did this. And people are saying this might be the dumbest decision you've ever made. But these days, it's a hard choice. Like fucking Augie. Out of anybody, Augie just came back to YouTube and is calling him out. Like completely, like right off the top. Rich is worse than a woman. He kind of reacts like a woman. He reacts off of emotion.
Well, look, dude, and here this is all I'll really say. This is kind of unrelated, but you ever heard like the phrase "you're being hormonal"? Here's the issue: is when you get older, your testosterone naturally decreases as a man. That can have really devastating consequences to your psyche until you adjust to it, right? Rich is getting up there in age, man. Maybe has something to, maybe that can explain it to a degree. I don't know. I'm just saying I've seen it, Lisa. I've seen a number of clips of Rich crying. Rich is very depressed and he's doing way too many edibles, which depresses him even more. He's in a really bad place and still lives with his mom. Well, yeah. I agree with that, though. Edibles freak me the hell out. I stay so far away from that shit. Ooh. I drink a little. That's what I'll do. Lisa, I love you, but I do quit drinking in 11 days. Fuck. I'm not looking forward to it, but I got to do it. I do it every year. So we'll quit for about 4 months. Thank you, Lisa.
Getting cooked. Look, owned. Matt says you should have at least kept up the Tommy Tallarico interviews. Jither says, why would you do that, man? This makes no sense. Homie says, bro, why? Because of Boogie. It's because of everything. It's because this guy literally is nuts. He's nuts, guys. I don't know if you saw me on my live stream the other day, but I was like, dude, if you're going to do it, go ahead and do it. Delete your fucking channel. Why are you making people wait a month? Just fucking do it. It was on my live stream the other day. But everybody's saying you're making a huge mistake. And this is how he's always acted. This was a huge mistake, Rich. I really hope you never regret it. I'm not much of a live stream guy, so I'll watch you again if you ever decide to do proper videos again. Otherwise, it was a good run. What do you gain from deleting it? Like this guy doesn't know his audience. Like, he literally clowned me for making woke content over and over and over the other day and saying that I fail. No, this is going to be my biggest year on my channel. I'm already set to have more views than ever in a year span on my channel. I've gotten thousands of subscribers this year. And you, like I said the other day, are barely holding on. You're losing subs. You are set to be under 1 million subscribers on your main channel. And for whatever reason, you think deleting your shit, look, you're getting cooked. You thought deleting your
Get
channel
cooked, bro.
would help you. It's literally a midlife crisis on your part. So you can see Dashfire put ReviewTechUsa is defeated. He's gone. Quick, somebody take the username while you still can. You know,
Take it. Take the username, bro. Take it. Someone said something. Hold on. Good luck being dry. Thank you, Lisa. Spotter John says not gonna drink at the awards banquet. Nope, I will not. Yeah, I won't drink until February. Like usual. Same thing I did last year. I do it every year. It's like a cleanse, man.
No, it's funny. You can see the other day, Boogie fucking spanked him.
Me attacking Keem, attacking Jordy, attacking 8-Bit Eric, attacking everybody. And it turns out it's because he's a bad dad. And people are seeing that. So I went to his chat to talk to him thinking, you know, maybe instead of attacking us, maybe he would like to talk about the fact that he showed the world what a bad dad he was, right?
So they're talking about that clip where somebody comes in saying, hey, she's crying, put her to bed. Why don't you just own up to it and say, hey, I made a mistake. I was streaming. I should have took a break. I should have got up, take care of it. He doubled down.
How can you be felted by Boogie, though? By the way, Art, thank you for explaining felted to me like 8 times. But how do you get felted by Boogie? That's like being felted by like David Hogg. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Nutt says 40 is not old. I mean, I agree. How old is Rich? Rich is like late 50s, right? Chrissy Mayer Content House in his chat. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Shut your mouth. I forgot about that. That was a bad day. Bad 2 days. Rich is 57. Okay. 39. No. My buddy got the literal felting when he lost 7K at blackjack. Fuck. Dickers is 40. Is anybody going to say this 57, 42? Hold on. Let's look. How old is Dickers? Old Dickers. Let's see. How old is Richard Muskuski? Skookie. How old's Muskuki? He's 43. He's 43. He looks much older than 43. I apologize. Fuck. Damn. Hey man, it happens to the best of us, I guess. But no, 43. That's easily old enough for your testosterone to be fucking with your mental state. Easily. At 47, you can get prescribed it without even any test because that's the age cutoff. To let you know, immediately right there. He hit the wall, Anjali. He hit that wall hard, baby.
Down. And that's the problem with him is that he's held zero accountability for anything. He's never apologized for his actions. If you go to the live stream that I did about his meltdown, I showed the DMs where he attacked me saying that I was showing private stuff on his Facebook. This dude has just been obsessed. And you hate to see it. It's fucking sad to see. This guy has been felting himself over and over. And you know what? Maybe it's a good thing that he deleted his YouTube account, but he's still not going to take YouTube breaks. He's still going to live stream because he's addicted to it. It's almost like he has a humiliation kink. Like now that he's getting shamed, now that Boogie's even punked him out, which we didn't watch the whole thing, but uncommon Boogie W. Like you go and watch the rest of this clip. We're going to move forward really quickly because this came out of nowhere. So I basically said, hey, ReviewTechUsa, I'm making the content I do because I'm making my audience entertained. You can't even do that. All you have to offer your audience is sitting there watching DSP videos. That's all you have. Sitting there burp.
Yeah, so that was the thing. That was the thing that was weird. Is a year ago, I started noticing that like Rich would be streaming, and he's just quietly sitting there and like watching DSP stream. And I'm like, what is he doing? Is this the show? The fuck is going on? That's what I noticed. Yep. Anyways, Pocket Rocket said my T dropped so low. I needed TRT at age 22. I'm barely in 200s without it, and overproduced estrogen instead. If I don't take a bioprin. Yeah, it happens, man. It totally happens. And a lot of people will never fix it, and they will just be hyper depressed and like dye their hair pink and like have mental breakdowns all the time. You know, exposed.
Been farting and getting high. At least I'm trying to fucking make content that they want to watch because my views are going up. At least I'm making books. At least I'm trying to do stuff like go out to conventions, which I get invited to. You're a 1 million+ sub channel. When's the last time you ever got asked to a convention? And I said all this on my live stream the other day. I hope it hurts when you hear all that. I hope it literally pisses you off and thieves because you think that you just get one-ups on everybody constantly, but you're trash. You have the worst takes ever out of anybody. All of your YouTube channel. It's almost a shame that you did delete it, but at the same time, it's a good thing because in your comment section, you were just getting torn up. Like every upload, getting torn up. It was over for you. And at least you saw the light, right? And at least you didn't make people wait. But I'm not holding my breath. I think by the end of this next week, you'll reactivate your channel. You're not deleting it. You're going to reactivate it. And if not, imagine wasting everybody's time making a 1 million sub channel like that, a platform that you built up for over a decade. And you wasted it. You wasted all of your potential, right?
Well, the issue is, man, I 100% think that he spiraled. It's over, man. It's over. And this is probably for his mental health. If he doesn't come back, this is probably for his mental health to survive because he just cannot handle social media. It's like Boogie, Boogie, like I would constantly tell Boogie, I'm like, dude, you need to get off social media, man. And I think he's kind of learned how to deal with it now, right? Somebody said, how do I check my T levels? Go to the health department. You can get it checked. Beep. Granted, keep in mind, depending on your age, there's a normal range. And if you're in your like early 40s, the normal range is hyper low, but still normal, right? So.
And I thanked him because he's been obsessed. But Rich, you've wasted your fucking potential. Motherfucker's a 1.1 million subscribed channel whose name is literally ReviewTechUsa. And when he's reviewing tech, he can't even get 10K views on it. So who the fuck is he laughing at? Look, should you get a Steam Deck or Rogue Alley? RTU streams clips. 7K. He was saying I was doing unsuccessful, that I couldn't get views and stuff. This guy was a 1 million+ sub channel that was struggling to get 10K views. And it was all bullshit clipped from his live streams to where people were saying, dude, what are you doing? Log off the internet. And apparently he did.
Yeah, that's another thing Eric brings up that's really interesting. I noticed that Rich was uploading on his main channel the most random clips I've ever seen. It was the weirdest shit. I'd ever seen. Very, very interesting. I'm like, what are these random things? Sean Block says I'm 44. Do you think I need testosterone? I mean, I don't know. You can go to a doctor and get it tested, man. I would recommend everybody. Yeah, if you're an older like dude, yeah, definitely get it checked, man.
He's logged off the internet. So let's go and see what happens when we click on his channel. RTU Streams is the only one up there. ReviewTechUsa does not exist. Nope, it's gone. So between me, Kino Casino, Locale Live, I mean, this man could not handle it. This is a guy who built his fucking platform, criticizing people, talking about people, and he couldn't handle it when it got on him. This guy had the biggest, and it's bad when I say somebody has a fall off, but this guy had like the biggest downfall since February, and he had to blame everybody. He blamed me for him firing Jay, which I moved on from that. I moved the fuck on from that. I wasn't even talking about ReviewTechUsa or Jay anymore. And then randomly in March, he comes out with a meltdown, attacking me, calling me a talentless hack, all this bullshit, blaming it on me. So I went nuts. I started making all the fucking content I could, milking the fuck out of you, Rich, on top of my other content. And thank you.
Bag Fry says Jay was the channel. I honestly think you might be pretty accurate there. Because as soon as Jay was forced out, the channel it just stopped, obviously, right? It just stopped. So yeah, obviously Jay was pretty much driving the entire channel's success, right? And I watched Jay's. I popped into a few of Jay's streams, and he's doing great. He's an entertaining streamer. He's You know, so like, yeah, I'm right there with you. Editing's not it's not fun. I hate it. I don't like it. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm right there, man.
Because you've helped revitalize my channel. I owe it to you, honestly. You helped revitalize my channel, which was stagnant. I wasn't getting any subs. I was barely cracking 100,000 views a month. Now, because of you, my channel's had a renaissance of sorts, and it's all because you came at me. You were blaming me for your downfall. You're blaming Jay still to this day, attacking him, talking bad about his girlfriend, saying she's in for the money. You've tried to laugh about suicide and drug addiction and substance abuse. Like, you have fallen off, sir. And all it would have taken was you just admitting that you've wronged people, that you've made mistakes, but you were too proud for that. You were way too fucking proud for that. And you said that people were painting narratives about you. Anything that I've ever said was based off of stuff that you've done public, but now you've eliminated your channel.
Yeah, man. Being able to admit you're wrong is such an important, necessary skill for every human to have, right? Especially a man. You know, now I get it that women don't really have to have it because, you know, they can just be like, well, you know, they got vaginas. You can kind of just do whatever. You now do whatever you want when you're a woman. But like, as a dude, you got to be able to admit when you're wrong, man. You know, you just gotta, right? I'm wrong 3 times a day. Oh, by the way, we're 290 away from Naked Snake in Super Chats. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. We got 600 people watching. Make sure you like the stream. Okay, very important, you bitches. Thank you guys for everybody that supports me. I love you. I appreciate you. One red boy from a Rainbow Night. Hey, fam, please like the stream. Hey, look at you. Thank you, baby. All right.
He did his channel. What I saw on his Instagram, is a sickening display of how you talk to your fans. Somebody reached out in response to his video where he mocked suicide. He was laughing about the rumor that he killed himself. And then in the comments, somebody asked him, why are you doing this? I lost a friend to suicide. You're gonna see the disgusting comment that ReviewTechUsa left him. And if you support him still after this, you're just as disgusting and pathetic as him. I'm livid right now. On ReviewTechUsa's Instagram account, he responded to a fan in a very tasteless, disgusting manner. So you can see right here, Get Fit with Jared says, dude, what the fuck? I lost an online friend this way. What kind of psychopath jokes about suicide like this? Here's his reply. You can see right here, the real RTU YouTube 1 says, so have I. Life is dark. Grow a set.
Yeah, he's going through some shit, man. He's going through some shit. That's for sure, man.
Instead of saying, I'm sorry to hear that, I'm sorry for your loss. Hey, I was just joking. I didn't mean to offend anybody. This guy says, so have I. Life is dark. Grow a set. He's talking to a fan like this. This is him talking to a fan. Life is dark. Grow a set. And I've lost a friend. I had a friend by the name of Edwin Ocasio. You guys might have known him as Comic Book Jabroni. I lost him because of suicide like 3 years ago. And I've lost plenty of other friends. It's nothing to laugh about. And this is a guy who had a tweet a while back mocking suicide when JKB, like he was all like, oh, have fun with your mental health and your suicide, or it was something. I forget what it was, but he literally was mocking suicide. He was mocking drug addiction and depression and stuff on Twitter. This guy, we've been telling you, it's not us painting a narrative. It's this guy who's a fucking idiot. He's literally a retard who has no social skills, has no brains, and he's having a complete meltdown to the point where he doesn't even know how to interact. When he's making a video mocking suicide, like making a joke out of ReviewTechUsa being dead, like I guess because somebody started a rumor that he died or killed himself, so he's making a joke about suicide, right?
Yeah, look, I don't think limits, or I don't think there should be a limit on jokes, but they got to be kind of funny, and I don't know, it seems kind of like it seems like a cry for help, you know. That's just me though. That's just me. What's up, Shademus? Shademus? What's bigger? What gets bigger the more you take away? Your mama's asshole. Thank you. I got it from Sean. I appreciate that.
Right? No sensitivity at all. You know, I get it. Maybe if you were making a joke, like the video itself is not bad. You know, it's a stupid video. That's not what I'm mad about. Honestly, that's not what I'm mad about. What I'm mad about is how he's talking to this fan. Life is dark. Grow a set. Now, this fan, Get Fit with Jared, replies, damn, dude, what happened to you to turn you into a complete tool? I lost my daughter around the same time you were talking about taking time to care for yours. I tweeted out with compassion for you, and despite all the public displays you've had recently, I hope you recover and get back to the Rich from years ago. I guess you would rather shit on your fans and then complain about everyone attacking you. Woe is Rich. Good luck, brother. I hope you do find success again, but I won't be watching. What a fantastic reply from a fan who's now no longer going to be supporting ReviewTechUsa. You know what happened to him? He lost it. He lost his fucking marbles. He saw that the gravy train was done. He saw that other people were more successful than him. He got salty. He got envious. He got butthurt. He didn't have any accountability. Right? This guy didn't know how to react to any kind of negativity. And he's talking to fans like this. Like talking to me, talking to Jay, talking to Kino, talking to Keem, talking to Boogie's one thing. But to tell your fans life is dark, grow a set. And this individual in the past, when you were having struggles with your daughter, Rich, reached out to you with compassion because he lost his daughter. This man lost his daughter. Do you know how hard it is to lose your kid and you still be alive after that? That changes people. That affects them hard. And for all this crying bullshit that you pulled on your streams about your daughter's health and crap, to talk to this guy like this, go fuck yourself. I'm glad people are attacking you about your kid. I'm glad people are attacking you about your family and your mental health, because this proves that you're just bullshit. Your mental health is just a fucking excuse. You're a loser. And you don't deserve the platform that you fucking have. But get this. Get this. After he says, I hope you do find success again, I won't be watching. Rich couldn't contain himself.
Oh, God.
He outdid himself.
Oh, God, Jesus, what is he going to say? I was like, that's a brutal reply. That's a brutal reply. Base Cat said, who would win in a fight, Boogie or Rich? Rich. If you watch the boxing match, you'll understand. Boogie doesn't, like, throw punches. He just waddle. He, like, does this waddle swing thing. That ain't going to deter anybody. No matter who you are.
Himself, actually, with his reply, because look at this. No, I just don't give a fuck. Try not to be sensitive and learn not to be a pussy. Have a great day and go fuck yourself.
Damn.
Are you fucking kidding me? This guy said, hey, I was a fan, but I won't be watching anymore because of the way that you're talking to me. Good luck. And he says, no, I just don't give a fuck. Try not to be sensitive.
Damn.
And learn not to be a pussy. Have a great day. Go fuck yourself. So all of you guys that watch ReviewTech, all of you dents, Jostler, I'm talking to you, Jostler, because you're a fucking piece of shit. And you're a fucking bootlicker for ReviewTech. There's no defending this. There's absolutely no defending this. To tell somebody, have a great day, go fuck yourself, learn not to be a pussy, when saying, hey, I lost a friend to suicide, and hey, I reached out to you because I also lost my daughter, and I felt compassion for the thing that you're going through with your daughter. Rich, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Like, seriously. This is probably the biggest piece of shit thing I've seen on the internet, bigger than anything. And you could talk your shit.
I don't know if it's bigger than Boogie faking cancer, but yeah. No, I mean, it's very, very apparent Rich is going through some shit. And he got in a fight, basically. He got a fight with everybody on Twitter. And that led to him deleting everything, right? Where is it at? I just saw it 2 seconds ago, man. I just saw it 2 seconds ago, man. Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, my God. Bro, come on. Come on. All right. Filters this week. Just give me the video. Where is it? I put this week and it still says 6 months ago. What are you doing to me right now? This week. Okay. All right. Here we go. There it is. All right. All right. Here we go. Found it. Cool. We're good. Thank you, Helena. Appreciate you. Carmen will hit you when you're down too. 8-bit Eric remembers. So what did Eric do? I see a few people in chat being like, Eric's a bitch. What do you do? You know, I don't follow it too hard. I just knew about Rich because I know Rich in real life. You know. Anyways, let's continue. So here's the Twitter debacle with old Rich.
Also known on YouTube as ReviewTechUsa, is a long-time content creator that has been no stranger to controversy, with podcasters and YouTubers documenting and mocking their career so severely. Rich is a creator whose controversies outshine their original content. My recommendation for being updated on Rich's career would be to watch June the King's recent video that's shown on screen right now. Before we check out what Rich has been tweeting recently, please make sure to subscribe to the channel.
Rich is depressed beyond belief, and Eric isn't helping by being an asshole. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying. You know, maybe the suicide issue affects Eric a little more you know, because he's dealt with it personally, maybe. I can't really speak to that, but it is very apparent Rich is definitely going through something, because you don't like act completely normal. Keep in mind, I've done a lot of podcasts with Rich, and it was always a great time. It was the funnest shit we do. And out of nowhere, like the last year, it is just fucking spiraled out of just absolute control, right? So there's obviously something, there's a catalyst for all this. So what is the catalyst? I mean, is it everything? Is the allegations from P and Andy? You know, like, what is it? That's what we're trying to find out.
Keep up to date with the latest drama. So ReviewTechUsa took to Twitter to write, I think by the end of the month, I'll be deleting my ReviewTechUsa YouTube channel. I'm not 100% on this yet, but I truly think it's time. It's a relic from a different era, and it's time to completely close the door on that chapter of my life. I will let you know where live stream clips go next month, as those will still happen. Smash JT responds to Rich by saying, I know you hate me these days, but I just wanted to say, when you covered game news and gave your takes on it, it was peak. I don't think doing this is the best move, but hey, you do you, man. I wish you well and wherever life takes you. Nev responds to Smash JT writing, Rich made a lot of people happy and entertained people through tough times over the years on here. He should be proud of his work. People can still enjoy the old times. It would be unfortunate if he deleted his channel, whether he likes it or not. He is part of YouTube gaming history. Nintendo Prime responds to Rich saying, my personal opinion, setting aside any BS, is that this is a mistake. You can reshape the channel into anything you want it to be. It's called a channel reinvention. It won't be the same as the old content out the gate, but you will have a starter community. I did this with my channel 7 years ago. And
100%. That's 100% correct right there. 100% correct. Flynn says it's more on the fact that Eric was talking from all the hate he was receiving from Dickers, and Dickers was going at him hardcore too. Okay. What's up, Death God? Yeah, I was there for different reasons. How you doing, buddy?
And made it work. Deleting a channel for being a relic is deleting history. Why? Dr. Vegapunk responds to this saying, exactly. I don't see why you can't just stream on that channel now that he's only streaming. Rich is weird, man, but he keeps hating on the stuff that brought him the most success. Another commenter writes, purging historical archives is not a win. P34J writes, it honestly sounds like a Nintendo move to me. R writes, it is for him because people won't be able to use the contradicting statements in the videos against him in things like documentaries. This is potentially referencing the June the King video that we talked about at the start. Ryan writes, I still listen to your funny dating stories video from time to time. I would say keep the channel up for the old fans. Maddie writes, by all means, do what is right for you going forward into the next chapter. However, it would be nice if your content was still on the platform for yourself and others to look back on, as there are many fond memories on there. Ren writes, nah bro, been watching your channel for years. I'm not sure what you're going through, but your channel makes a lot of people happy, including myself, hoping there's a better way. Taspats Pro writes, Rich, listen man, you want to do this? Do it properly. Make an announcement video that you're moving on, post it, rebrand everything to just...
You know what I would do? I would sell the channel. If you were that passionate about getting rid of it, I'd just sell this some bitch. Because I mean, with 1 million subs, you could probably get a couple thousand for it, I'd imagine. I mean, that it makes money, right? Ken Win Jack says, not being funny, but would you put Batista in your top 10? Top 10 what? You talking about the wrestler guy? Like the Batista, the old wrestler? I guess what is it? I guess he kind of is an older wrestler. Shaw, dude's in a bad spot to not care at all about it. Yeah. Dude is definitely in a bad. I think that's very apparent. Selling channels against YouTube's TOS. Shit. Well, that just means it never happens. So we're all good. Not have to worry about that. Yeah, interesting. All right. Anyways, I lost my train of thought really hard there for a second. Okay. Sorry. Here we go.
Black and people get the memo. Deleting the channel isn't the right move, bud. Nevergrind Online writes, I've been there. Just keep it up unless there's some pressing legal or moral reason. We're all on a journey and that's okay. Imperfection is part of being human. Traders writes, so you have to get a real job then. Another commenter writes, all you had to do was just keep uploading news and reviews and you literally would have still been doing okay. Or hire someone to teach you how to do certain thumbnails after the J stuff. Now you're going off about deleting your entire channel. I've been watching your channel for 7 years. Thinking of deleting your channel or even abandoning it is a shame. You could have made a 2 to 3 month consistent effort of doing all you could before considering throwing in the towel. Country Sheriff writes, I think it's a stupid idea to delete the channel. You're all about game preservation. You should be about video preservation. So if someone wished to go back and watch an older video, they could. Ivion writes, please, Rich, no. I've been watching your channel for close to 10 years.
You know what? It's I would say the most obvious Reason for this is to get rid of old content that could possibly be used against him. You know, that would be the only obvious choice. I can't even fathom any other reason, right? There's a lot of footage, man. A lot of footage. So that being said, I feel like that's the obvious reason here for this channel deletion.
Years. I understand moving on, but please don't delete it. Ralph, dating nightmares, so many good memories. Would just disappear if you do it. Please don't. Smaggle writes, you'd be the biggest R word on the site if you delete your channel, bro. Greg writes, you need to do what is right for yourself. But what I would say is that for so long you've banged the drum for preservation. If you're done with your channel, fair enough. But it seems to me it should really be preserved in some way. One user retweets Rich writing, gets to 1 million, wants to delete channel, sharing a gif of Kermit the Frog. Gregory writes, how many times has this dude said he's going to retire? Another commenter writes, Rich has been quitting YouTube since the dinosaur era. I found a better name, ReviewTechUsa. K Nova writes, I watched Rich when he was being a shitty human, but we are all flawed and pumping out videos does things to a man. Hope this doesn't happen and he just embraces the smaller but more loyal view base that comes with his sort of channel style. Godfrey writes, looks like PPP, Andy Warski, and DSP broke RTU again.
What I would do is just do whatever I wanted on the channel, right? I mean, that's what I do now. I mean, my content was pretty much just GameStop related, right? And then it just turned into whatever I wanted to talk about. And I still go hard all the time. I love it. You know, last month I had my biggest month on YouTube in like 4 years. And all I was doing was just talking about Ray Gun, the Olympic lady. You know what I'm saying? So just do whatever you want, you know. Jacob Whitley, what's up, Hypnotic? How you doing, buddy? Jacob Whitley says, sounds like he's tired of being in the spotlight. Not a bad reason to quit and take care of yourself so you can enjoy your time. Sure. I mean, but like, why delete it, right? You could just log off. I mean, look at Nick Rekieta did it. He just logged off. And that was a long time ago. Months ago now. He just logged off one day. That was all. And that's it. Right? So it can be done.
We're going to get into some more critical comments of Rich now. We have Rent on Liar writing, Rich acts like he doesn't care his channel is dead and everyone hates him. His Discord leaks tell a different story though. He was sending multiple voice notes at 3 a.m. pathetically crying about it being over. Kyle responds saying, I've always said that Rich is bitter that he was never accepted into the mainstream when it came to his channel. You could always tell he was pissed that he never got invited on podcast or to do collabs. For a YouTuber with his subscribers, that's unheard of. Rent on Liar retweets a LolCow live clip saying, the embarrassment was too much for Rich. LMFAO, I'm crying. Sharing this clip.
4K views, people.
Can you share the screen?
Yeah, I can. Bear with me.
Like on a video or like for like streaming?
Oh, dude, on a video. On a video.
I pull 4K views on my Let's Plays.
Can you see this? Like, this is pretty fucking bad. 3 days ago, 4K. 2 days ago, 3K.
What happened to his channel?
Can you go to his channel and like click like videos and like see what the?
Let's do it.
Yeah. I want to see like.
Well, it's because he started uploading like completely off the wall random shit. You know, Matthew, you go hard with a woman too, don't you? Also the men. Yes, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. We're closing in. What are we? 280? 280 from Naked Snake. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Little Snow Fairy Saga says, do you stream at a certain time most nights, Cody? Yes, it's going to be around 8:30 Central most nights, yeah. But Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday guaranteed. I'm going to try to do Tuesdays and Thursdays during the off season from NASCAR. We'll see. What's up, Mysterio? I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Big Debbie for Boogie. Yeah, man.
If it slowly went down, or it's just maybe just a couple videos didn't hit the algorithm right.
Oh God, it's right there. Look.
Yeah.
You show them all. Okay, there's a 9, a 7,
9. There's another 4.
Oh, he felt bad.
Yeah, dude, as bad as my channel's done, I can't even remember a time that I was only doing 4K on the.
Actually, I was about to go check it. I was about to go check his channel, and then I realized I can't. You know what probably happened is it happens, dude. It took years, but I was getting about 20 or 30K per video, sometimes 100 depending on the video. And then I don't know, like a year ago, maybe sometimes they would dip to like 8K, and I'm like, oh shit, this is interesting. But I didn't let it bother me, and I think that's likely what happened to Rich. He started eating like 4K, and it just broke him. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. You know. I mean, you would think he'd be used to the ebbs and flows, though. I think the videos are really being taken out of the algorithm, though. You know, I'm gonna go watch Terrifier 3. I'm gonna go see it Thursday.
Well, that's wild.
Wait a
Can
minute.
we do a favor? Can you scroll down a little bit and see like some J thumbnails? I'm like, is it the thumbnail game just went bad?
No,
Like,
no. This is what's going on with his channel. Look at this. 2 minutes. Why is he uploading a video that's 2 minutes long? Let me see
you're
this.
not gonna get paid for that. Even if that goes viral, you're making no money. And it's just
Is this
streaming.
this person who thinks I'm someone else? Let's call it back. Let's see. I'm in the mood to be in all tonight.
Hey, are you still on the bridge? Or was that photo from earlier?
I took a photo of my and burped.
Hello?
Hello?
Wait, sorry, I think I called the wrong person.
Do you want that photo? I farted too.
Okay.
Yeah, stop. Call.
What the
God,
fuck?
he is so cringe.
So, here, Rich, couple tips here, right? And this is from me washed up. Like, you obviously edited stuff into the video right there with that text, which is a little easier than what I'm asking you to do. If you want to take that clip, take your camera and blow it up a little bit.
Thank you, Shatterstar Games. Yes, yeah, I'm glad. I like when people keep the same names for years because I always remember. So I was the one making the clips. Damn, within the ashes. Damn, this is your fault.
So, like, it's the majority of the screen when you're talking.
Yeah, like do literally any amount of editing.
And it's like, it would make that so much better.
That was cringe as hell. So somebody calls him, it's the wrong number, and he's like, I forwarded it. I forwarded it. Like, what?
At worst, at best case scenario, that's a short, right? You make a short of that. You don't make it a full
Yeah,
video.
right. Yeah, that would have made. So there is this a theory that it was pitched to me. They're like, look, on your channel that's kind of dead now, you need to upload very frequently, and that'll get you back. And it doesn't even matter if it's short. It's just got to be a little something. But no, I did my research, and that's the opposite of what you're supposed to do. When you're in the position that Rich is in, it's less frequent uploads, longer length, higher quality, and you got to really hammer them home if you want to get bounced back. And why is he doing this? That's not even good. Like, out of all the stream clips you could have made, that's the clip you made.
I was just doing. Oh, wait, hold on. It was you editing Rich's 2-minute clips. Is that what you're saying? His random ass 2-minute clips? Oh my God. You are responsible for killing Rich. This is all your fault. Damn. What have you done? What have you done? Damn, within the ashes. Damn. You fucked that body. Damn. His death is on your hands, and you will have to live with this for the rest of your life. Shame. Shame. Anyways.
Hey, I'm gonna say some shit and he's gonna get mad at me again, but I don't give a fuck. He's mixing marijuana, alcohol, and fucking pain pills together, and this is the end result of it. I never understood him separating from his editor.
Brent on Liar also writes about Rich, saying, he's so much of a lazy POS, he'd rather give up a 1 million sub channel than to work hard and make actual content. Never deserved any success he saw. He owes his entire career to Jay Hooft. Darkside Flow writes, since our last update 11 days ago, Rich lost another 1,500 subscribers. He's in the death doors now. 1 more month to go. Drama side Phil Real responds to that saying, someone needs to show up in a YouTube uniform and ask for the plaque back when he drops under 1 million. So Anthony just writes, I give him a week before he changes his mind. In relation to him deleting his channel, Richard Burnell is shutting down, tweets out this clip of DSP, writing, DSP bullies Richard Burnell into deleting his ReviewTechUsa channel.
Rich, if all of your content was deleted from the internet today, no one would miss you or care.
Damn.
It's that simple.
Felt it.
If you were erased from YouTube,
Felt
people
it.
would be like, oh, anyway, moving on.
Damn,
Who cares?
boys.
Because you don't make any meaningful content and you never did. Do you understand me?
ReviewTechUsa is kind of done. I've realized it for a while. It's had some peaks where like something happened where it blew up. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe things are gonna change. And then it would go back down, and then it would go up, and it would go back down. And I just gotta read the room.
Now, to be completely fair, any YouTuber, with the exception of the biggest ones on earth, you delete your channel 2 months from then, no one gives a fuck. Let's be complete. No one would care if I left. I mean, the Helena, McSteller, Carrie, there's a lot of people that'd be like, damn, I miss those days, you know? But that'd be their only reaction 6 months from now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's relatively true for most people, right? Because life goes on, you know? Can't look at the cumulus, babes. Look at them. I'm gonna be archiving everything I made the next few days. I did make it clear that if you wanted me to do any other content, I would be happy to. I was actually uploading while the channel was being deleted. That's wild. That is wild. Royal We, have you ever been to I Swallow Cum, Alabama? Yes. That's how I got pink eye last night. That's where I was. Thank you, Royal We. I appreciate you. You and Hypnotic are the only streams I have fun live. Hey, oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jake. Well, you still hear about me. I still be racing NASCAR and shit. But Chodal and Zoa. Hey, by the way, I'm spaced. Don't forget my book. 3 weeks ish. I'll be launching my book. It's gonna be hyper crazy. We're gonna have a 24-hour stream. I'm excited. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So don't forget, join that stream and back the book, preferably 10 times, but also preferably 20 times. Okay. So I can write number 2. Because I already kind of wrote a little and I don't want to waste it. All right, boys. Make sure you like the show. By the way, we're 280 away from Naked Snake for the 370th stream in a row. 30 streams from 400 snakes. Can you believe it? Anyways, rest in peace. Oh, Richard Burnell. Oh, rest in peace, our friend Richie Rich. Yes, right, and Demon Puss Car Crash. Yeah, the book's alternative title is Demons, Tits, and Fast Cars. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting stuff. I'm excited to release it. All right, let's pull up some more stuff here. Let's have some fun here. Just wild, very wild outcome that I did not expect to see. Did not expect Richard to delete his channel, you know. Richard better not end hero. That's, you know, I mean, look, not trying to speak casually about it, but I don't want him. I would take a step back and just chill, you know. All right. How's the dating game going for you? You married yet? Nope. Cat food. Too busy racing. I found out when everyone else did. Damn. All right, here we go. Oh, it sounds like it's up your alley, Big Mike. You better back at least 3 of the covers because there's gonna be 3 different covers. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. All right. Wait, where am I? Man, I was gonna do something real quick and I forgot what I was doing. Fuck. I hate when this happens. Oh, channel. So Richard streamed yesterday, and you know what? Here, look, let me give you an example of how I feel about this. Right? Let me give you an example. I feel like Rich's humor is cancer. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all these random, completely irrelevant, like, YouTubers poorly clipped into random pictures, and that's, like, the humor element. It's very weird. A lot of this is very strange to me.
It wasn't a stupid decision. That channel, you know what? There was a few straws that broke the camel's back with that. People that I was working with outside of here were like, hey, I checked out your YouTube comments and they were something. I'm like, oh God. Secondly, had a clips editor. You could
clips editor is getting talked about. Where are you at? Under the pants? No, within the ashes. Sorry, I fucked up your name. He's about to lay it on you, and he's about to throw it all at your face. Here we go. Jake Martin, thanks for becoming a member, dude. Love you. Where are you? Thank you. I love you, Jake Martin. You're the man. Thank you, dude.
debate. She was great. Nothing but positive things to say about her. You could debate the quality of how you felt about the clips, but most clips aren't S tier anyway. That didn't move the needle. And mistakes I've made too. Every channel that has tried to...
Your clips on your channel, the clips on your channel better be relevant to something happening in the world. They can't be random as fuck. Like Rich answers prank call, says fart. Like you can't do that. Like that's like, you know what I'm saying? It has to have some kind of tie. Even if you're like the most popular dude, you got to have some kind of tie back to reality of what's happening in the world, you know?
Make a comeback after something. If you, whatever is self-inflicted, you choose to say or not, it doesn't work. Classic Game Room, Epic Mealtime. You want to go into the 8 billion different Call of Duty channels. You want to go into the Minecraft channels. You could say that my content in terms of me doing news was more evergreen, but I already saw it diminishing. And to be quite honest with you, and this is before any of this nonsense, to be quite honest with you, I was checked out back in 2019.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell. Remember what I said earlier? I said in 2020 is where I started to notice it. That's where he got burned out. That's when he had his January 6th freak out, like hysterical shit going on, where he was like screaming like loudly into the mic when he was watching like January 6th on the news. And look, I mean, you may disagree or agree with whatever happened on January 6th, but like to be screaming and like almost in tears. That's a little weird. That's a little over the top. This is the reactions. You're way too passionate about that bullshit. And every time I notice that, I'm like, oh, that's weird. Now to be fair, when I see anybody acting that way about anything political, I automatically write it off. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're just fucking crazy. You're just too radicalized, man. You're too radicalized. Because I hear people saying it like on the right side as well. It's just really easily spotted on the left right now, so you can always talk about it. You see it on the right, it's just not as often, I feel like. Not in popular media anyway. Lisa Canyon, gotta get to Naked Snake, or else I'll be pissed. Also, I can't find how to become a member. I didn't even see the option. Am I blind? Chat, please. I'm so damn frustrated. Well, thank you, Lisa. I love you. You beautiful. I've seen your face pop up somewhere on Instagram or something. I'm like, damn, look how pretty she is. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. Also, yeah, I don't really know how to become a member. I think it's where you like click super chat. It says become a member. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody in chat might be able to fill you in though. He went political. Yeah, he would go and he'd talk about it every now and then. And then he came on my show and we talked about politics a little bit. And we were talking about like transitioning children and if it's justifiable to like do surgery on children. And obviously I feel like almost any sane person would agree it's not. That's fucking psycho. But and even the hormones as well, I think. And me and Rich talked about it, and Rich agreed with me. He was like, yeah, I mean, I don't think kids do it either. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we agree on that. And then like a week later, he was on stream talking about how like, yeah, not like children should totally do hormones and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the fuck, Rich? So like he didn't really retain it. Then again, like you have to say all this right shit or else you'll get, you know what I'm saying? You got to believe all the same beliefs or else you get freaking lit up. Devin Linda, regardless of Rich's blunders, it's fair to say a lot of us were angry over January 6th. I was not, but I don't care about any of that. If I lived in Washington, D.C., maybe shit, no. Hard to say. I'm too worried. I got to fucking pay my mortgage, man. I can't watch TV. All right, here we go.
And my stupid mistake, what I wanted to lean more into was live streams, was clips. Maybe kind of not with guests. I would rather light myself on fire than deal with guests again. It's one thing that Phil is right about. No, none of my videos were backed up. When I was pumping, my channel has been stagnant. There were a couple pops, but it's been stagnant since about 2019. There were some months between that where I was getting maybe decent viewership or decent growth.
What is the entire, well, now obviously there's a lot of variables here, but is the entire thing my channel doesn't get views, therefore I'm deleting it? Was that the justification? You know? So that's weird. His channel's been archived. Well, wait, is there a Wayback Machine that covers that? I don't follow that kind of stuff, right? So they don't do surgeries on kids. Don't make me don't derail the stream. Don't make me pull up the fucking national health statistics again. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of y'all making me have to fucking pull up this fucking the health statistics for the US. And then we talk about it for 30 minutes and then you come back in chat and say, "Well, it's actually a good thing." And I'm like, "Oh, you bitches." Oh, fuck, you got me again. You got my ass again. Every time, you sons of bitches with this. Oh, well, I guess they're doing it, but this is why it's good. Oh, no. Oh, no. Damn you. I'm sick of y'all. All right, anyways. No, I had a conversation with on Twitter, a little bit of a derail. I had a conversation on Twitter about this with somebody, and they're like, "It's not happening, bro. It's illegal." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck. Fuck. You pulled me in again." So of course I gave them the national health statistics for surgeries and in the US and went back and forth. And then they said, "Well, actually, you know, I didn't actually know that it was happening, but it's obviously a good thing because doctors are good people. And if they're recommending it, it must be what they need." And I'm like, fuck! No! And I was like, "No, dude, like there's a lot of money in this shit. That's why they do it, you goober. It's money. Money's cool. I agree. I love fucking money." And then he was like, "No, that would violate the oath they've taken as doctors." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I will find the nearest cliff and fucking jump off face first." Woo! Don't do this to me anymore. I can't take it. God damn it. I can't take it. Oh. All right.
But it was few and far between. And I was every year I was struggling to get 60% of what I was getting viewership wise. Don't believe me? You go look it up.
Here, okay, so look, I know I'm pausing it a lot, guys, but this is what's frustrating to me, man. Okay, look, you don't get as many views as you did, right? But you're also not cranking out any fucking content. Let's be honest. My biggest view month was like 2 months ago, and I didn't even really try. Now, that being said, there are people that enjoy your content regardless. I have people in my chat that have been with me through thick and thin, boys. Thick and thin. And I'm not going to be like, "Well, if I'm not getting 1,000 concurrent like I did 6 months ago, I'm just going to delete my whole ass channel." That's acting like a 14-year-old boy, in my opinion. You're being a baby. Shit happens. I was getting 3,000 concurrent 3 months ago on my streams for a short period. Oh, I'm just going to stop now because it's not it didn't hold at $3,000. 500 people in my stream right now is more than I ever fathomed when I first started doing streams. I had 3 people watching when I first started streaming, and that was awesome. You know what I'm saying? So to have 500, 200, 300 still blows me away to this day. You know what I'm saying? That's weird to me. Speaking of being weird, the beautiful, the illustrious Jenny. Here we go. Jenny, baby back ribs with my baby gravy sauce. What's up, baby? How you doing? $100 super chat. Why the hater blockers on? The shades. I was at a strip club last night, and I accidentally misgendered one of the strippers, and she punched me right in the fucking face. And she's like 6'4" and like 300 pounds of solid muscle. So it hurt. So like my face is fucked. So I can't take it off because you'll see and you'll make fun of me because I got beat up by a girl. I'm a comedian, everybody. Don't get fucking angry. Don't get offended. This is jokies. This is a joke. Yeah, Eslo, I completely agree. That's what I was actually thinking about that when I spoke. I think I misspoke. A 3-year-old does that. So, nah, dude, I live in Alabama. Ain't nobody like that here. What's up? The jokes keep rolling. Come on. Hey, I'm rich now. All right, thank you, Jenny. I love you. I appreciate you. That is a rainbow night, everyone. That puts us 100. Carry the 3. 119 from Naked. No, that's the wrong as fuck. Wait. 140 from Naked Snake. No. Yes. 104. Fuck it. I ain't doing the math anymore. I'm tired. Thank you, Jenny. I love you. Thank you for always trying to get us there. You always get me there. You never fail to amaze me. Thank you, baby. Jenny's the GOAT. Also, Hayden with 10 gifted memberships. Finally, I got a member. It's been years. Years. Thank you. I love you. Appreciate you. Oh. All right. Thank you, Hayden. I appreciate that. Hayden, giving people memberships. Everybody. Gift to everybody. Every person gift 10 memberships. That'll be like 40,000. And then we're all members now from here on out. We all float down here. Jake Martin says recalculate. Ooh. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I love you. Thank you, my friend. You are a good man. You are a good man. You are a very good man. Thank you. Thank you again, Jenny. We love you.
You know, I don't, to me, it would have just also on top of it too. I've seen people like, now granted what he did was way worse, but I've seen people like the completionist beg. I've seen other people beg for people to watch. I am not doing that. I absolutely refuse to do that. There's no way. There is no way.
I agree.
It's amazing how quickly too. So I'm just looking at the comments right now.
Dude's just got it, man.
Take accountability for what?
Rich is going through the shit, boys.
What am I taking accountability for? I've taken accountability for plenty. And here's the most important thing. How do I feel about the decision? Is what you're wondering. How do I feel about this decision that I teetered on and was going to see if the clips turn, like I said, maybe brought in a few more people. Maybe that. How do I feel about it? I feel fucking great.
I'm going to say his demeanor is not saying that right now. Hey, Lisa got a membership. Look at that.
I feel like a weight has been taken off my shoulders. I feel relieved. That's the most important thing. Dude, let me keep it real with you. I'm going to let you in on a secret. You want to know how much? I'm looking, Jesus, man, the comments. You want to know how much that, oh yeah, good point. You want to know how much that channel made the past 30 days with clips going up? $600. That passive income.
Yeah, see, this is just not it, man. You know what I'm saying? This is just not it. Most people would dream of making $600 on YouTube. And to be fair, he's not really putting any work into it. You know? That's the issue. Like, no one can relate to you. And I'm not saying you should manipulate in people just trying to make them relate to you. I'm just saying no one can relate to that. I'm getting rid of my channel. Okay. Cause it only made $600 and that's bullshit. It's just not, that's bullshit money. And I'm just going to just delete all of it and just be done. Like dude said, Eslo said, that's like a little kid reaction. Me. I'm not making thousands of dollars every day on my channel. Me, you know? Look, I get it. You know, we are here to make revenue. If this is your job, you're here to make revenue. I get it. But to like go on stream and like kind of cry about it, that's lame. You know, what you do is you refocus yourself and you apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't cry like a little bitch on stream. I'm deleting my channel because you guys don't watch it enough. Me. Oh. Guys, welcome to the stream. I used to get millions of views a month. You guys would shower me with admiration and affirmation. And then I stopped putting work in. I'm sorry. And when I stopped putting work in, like, you guys stopped watching. I just can't go on. You don't know how hard it is to not get views when you don't put up content in the first fucking place. And all you do is rely on Within the Ashes. She doesn't give a fuck either. No one cares about my YouTube channel. So I'm just gonna delete it. And then you'll be sorry. You'll think, wow, I miss that guy making videos about nothing. And you'll be sorry because I won't be here anymore. That's what you want, isn't it? $600? That only buys like 6 McDoubles now. And I need 7 because I have to make my calorie intake to keep up the 390 pounds. Ah, yeah, I'm getting a little too personal. Yeah, I'm just fucking around, okay? But that's what I'm saying, man. It's like it's just a little bitchly is all. Jenny! Damn. Jenny! 2 Red Boys back to back, son! Jenny's baby back ribs. Oh my God. Everyone in the chat, give Jenny some of your love. Yeah. Anyways, thank you, Jenny. I love you. You're so good to your boy. That's me. I'm your boy. Thank you, baby. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for always being here. You know we love you, ass. We love you, ass, here. You're so good. You're a good person. I appreciate you. And not just because you dropping Red Boys on me. Also because you drop Orange Boys sometimes, too. It's very important. Thank you, Jenny. We love you. Oh, by the way, Lisa Kenyon. Rich's problem is with the $600 figure is that it won't support him and his kids, and he refuses to get a job. I can't read. Let me restart, Lisa. You paid good money for this, damn it. Rich's problem with the $600 figure is that it won't support him and his kids, and he refuses to get a real job. So if it's everyone else's fault, nice emotional satire, though. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. I love you. Appreciate you. Oh, see, Art's just talking like me in the chat now. Take your pants off. See, we rub off on each other sometimes, physically and mentally.
You know, and I saw some comments from other creators too. This has been something I have been debating, not deleting the channel, but I wanted to completely get away from what I was doing before I even touched medical marijuana. So everyone's saying the hallucinogens, and I won't name names. I did see the comments. Please shut the fuck up.
Damn. When did I tweet that? I may have. Wait, is he talking about me? Fuck. I didn't even know he was even knew who I was anymore. Oops. Oopsie daisy. When did I tweet that out? Oh no. Oh no. Oops. I apologize. Oopsies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so yesterday I tweeted, ReviewTechUsa is a prime example of why you shouldn't drop acid daily. I was like, dude was normal and went absolutely batshit insane within the course of 2 years from hallucinogens. Damn. I didn't think he even fucking looked at my shit. Damn. He said from other creators. Shit. Look, Rich, I'm like one of the only people that want to see you get like come out of this alive. All right. We're, you know, it's fun to watch the Cope streams. I mean, come on. You killed Rich. You killed Rich, you son of a bitch. How could you? See, now it's me and Within the Ashes' fault. God. We all have a piece. We all have a little bit of accountability here.
I know what you're talking about. I wanted to get away from I was faking the funk. I wanted to get away from doing that for years. And that's the most important thing. I was look, now where I take blame is I didn't have the balls to just say, you know what? This is what I want to do. Review Ghost USA. I know what you're talking about. Chasing ghosts. Chasing something that's no longer there. I see YouTubers that do it all the time. I'm sure you know some. They may not say it. They'll pretend that they absolutely love it, but they don't. No.
Damn. He even got the dude in there. He even got old dude in there. This guy in the fucking chat. Ah, you know he's loving that shit. He's loving it. He's loving it. I mean, I get it, dude. That guy that super chatted that's the guy that used to swap me all the time and tried to like message my family. He messaged my ex-wife and then faked a message trying to make it look like I beat her or something. And then he deleted it and then he got banned off Twitter. That's the same guy. He loving it. That's his original account though. He made like 1,000 sock accounts in different channels to like go after Rich. And then I made the mistake of going on Rich's podcast. And then he went after me for like 2 years. Yeah, Helena, that's the guy. Same guy. Same dude. He would even go in his own comment section with all of his sock accounts and like talk to himself. He was fucking crazy. He's still out there, boys. He's still out there. He got in a little bit of trouble with the whole swat me over and over again. But he finally has come back.
I won. A lot of people say you should do things for your own mental health. Here's one of them. It was funny too. Didn't want to go back.
Yeah. You're right, Helena. That same guy got Ballard fired from his job. That guy emailed Ballard's job and got him fired. He tried emailing PDH's job too. He tried emailing Karras's job, but luckily they didn't work any there. He went after fucking everybody, dude. Yeah, Art, same guy. That dude wild. He's a wild motherfucker, dude.
Back on Twitter. But yesterday, I was also getting...
I'm surprised the guy never had charges pressed on him. Oh, he's not in this country. He's in a different country. I won't say where it is because I don't care anymore. I think he kind of like gave up on most of that because it was going to end up with him like dead or in jail. And he probably started to realize he's like, fuck, I'm crazy, man. You know, he had a look on the inside. But, damn, I'm fucked up, dude. So, but he still likes to comment every now and then. He'll pop up in my chat once in a while, like once every 2 or 3 months. And he'll be like, he'll just say something negative or something. I don't really care.
I was starting to get messages asking if I was okay. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then the intro guy came to me and said, dude, are you okay? Like, everyone said that you committed suicide.
Jesus.
So I opened up the Twitter account and I'm like, yeah, I can't have people thinking that I'm dead. So I uploaded a video where I was Seth Masucci and made a joke about the whole thing. There were some people that weren't very happy about that too. You know, if I went the commentary route and realized how much, another fatal mistake I made too? You could do whatever you want with my videos. Do whatever you would like. How does it make 0 sense? Explain to me how it makes 0 sense. Name a channel that went like this. Yes, I'm absolutely dead. I'm dead. It's a choice that I needed to make for me. It's a choice that I thought about for a very long time. My fatal mistake was not pivoting this channel when I wanted to pivot, and I just got comfortable and listened to decisions that were not ones I should have listened to what I wanted. That was part of what got me a YouTube following. Everyone said I was fucking crazy for that. Everyone said I was crazy, not just on here. What a loser. You're going to do YouTube to make a living? I'm not kidding you. Both on the internet and off the internet.
Yeah, I mean, I heard all those things too. Like, the issue is he said he should have pivoted at some point, and he listened to bad advice. He could do it right now. It takes a little while, right? But you could still pivot. You can always pivot. It just takes a while for the algorithm to kind of catch up to what you're doing, right? Like if I went full on racing content, my views would die. But after about 6 to 8 months, the content, it would start spiking that content in random areas, testing out a new audience. YouTube does that. I mean, YouTube's all about profitability. So the algorithmic model will kind of change and try to bring you back into the fold to see if it's profitable in a different category. So yeah, Rich could do that right now. It's going to suck for a little while, but he could do it. The issue is I don't think he wants to put in the work to not get paid for it. And editing is ass. Editing sucks, right? So
I've gotten that a lot. Where people, not saying I haven't been given a lot of good choices and good advice throughout the years. But when something I feel is like really here and I don't listen, it always ends disastrously. No, there's no anger. I did not do this out of anger. I absolutely positively did not do this out of anger. In a way, I kind of wish it was anger. Or like, oh, Rich, it's out of anger. That's no, it ain't out of anger.
But I mean, like his demeanor kind of feels like his demeanor. You can tell his demeanor is kind of he's definitely frustrated. He's definitely burnt out. I get it, dude. I totally get it. Somebody messaged me and said Rich is pissed at me in his Discord. That's fine. I get it. He probably feels attacked as fuck by everybody. So no, I totally get it. I get it. I don't have any ill will at all towards Rich. So Rich, I always credit Rich for giving me a start on YouTube, and that's not changing anytime soon. But he's going through some shit. So that's why we're here, Oh yeah, Jenny, of course. Joe Schmo on Rumble with a $25 Rumble rant says we need Naked Snake. So we can see Cody accidentally showing his black eye when he takes off his shirt. There you go.
So I'm sure there's people here, no matter what I say, won't understand. And they won't get it. And that's okay. It's perfectly fine. You could not agree with the decision. And you could think I'm absolutely insane. Yeah, I'm not worried about what anyone else has to say.
See, that's not necessarily true, though. So he'll say things like, "Hey, I'm not worried about what anybody else says," but then like he'll go into Discord and be angry that somebody's talking about him, right? And that's the issue. That brings us, full circle. It's Rich just lets things get to him, man, that shouldn't get to him. People are going to talk about you. I mean, like one of my best buds went through some shit recently, and fuck, we talked about it on stream. He came on the stream to talk about it with me. So like it shit happens, right? And a lot of people are going to, especially if you're a public figure, they're going to talk about it. Now, obviously, there's criticism that's not constructive, right? But also just talking about the situation in general, I don't think that's a negative thing. How much to a negative snake? Oh, like 40, maybe. I think like somewhere around there. I can't do the exact math because I'm mixing it with Rumble.
15 years, but it's not 15 years of hard work on. The number I was making monthly off of it is proof. I don't really have that much evergreen content, Tipster. There's a handful of videos. It was mostly news shit that aged like milk in the fucking sun in Dubai. You got to take a look at yourself and see the hard things that you don't want to see. And you don't want to know something. Everyone keeps on bringing up the marijuana. Not here, too. What really took the wind out of my sails is what happened to me in 2023. Before that, we were doing the DK oldie stuff. And as much as I wasn't in love with what I was doing, we were on a little bit of a tear at that point. But I already wasn't into it. And life events that happened completely sucked the wind out of my sails at that point. If we're going to bring everything up now. The archival purposes would have not been beneficial to me with other things going on in my life. That channel was more of an embarrassment than it was. It was a distraction from goals that I wanted to achieve. And you want to know something? I let that happen because I was being a lazy, complacent fuck.
Yeah.
If I'm going to really look at myself and say hard things that are uncomfortable to say, I was a lazy fat fuck. I'm still a fat fuck, but I was a lazy fat fuck that was comfortable. I should have done more with my opportunity. But at the same time, maybe it's age, but I'm not a right fit for the content that's on here. The content that I see that people garner the views with, I'm not interested in. And when I have the effort to put in, I don't want to put the effort into making YouTube videos. I want to put the effort into other things that I'm doing. Maybe even, dare I say it, stream more.
So that'll be interesting to see what he does with streaming, you know? So here's the issue. If he comes back to streaming, Agents in the Factory, yeah, I don't think that matters. If he comes back to streaming and he's immediately like, 8-bit Eric's a bitch, these people are all bitches, I hate them. I feel like that's not the right direction. I would just stream about stuff that's going on and comment, you know, and have commentary and just try to have a good time with it. One thing I've learned about YouTube is it'll kill you if you're not having a good time with it. Yes, every now and then I'll get a hair under my ass and I'll really book down for like 2 months. But even when I'm not doing that, I'm having a good ass time. Like, this is a fun stream. This is one of the funner streams I've had in a while, just because, you know, there's thought-provoking shit we're talking about, you know? So, like, I don't know, you have to have fun with it. And that's one of the curses from growing, right? And Rich probably has it way harder than I ever had it because he has that 1 million view channel. And every time he clicked on that bastard and saw it sitting there, it probably pissed him off because he's like, fuck. Look at how big this got, and I'm not able to sustain it. And not only am I not able to sustain it through my own like ideas, I'm not able to sustain it because I don't want to, which is even more annoying. Like, as a creative, right? Trust me, when I think about my first book I wrote that I never finished, now granted, it was like a year ago. I still have all of it. Every time I think about it, I like get annoyed because I'm like, fuck. I got to finish this, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I want to, but I don't, right? Because it's weird. That's why I've committed so hard to my second book, to actually putting it out there, because I've already signed the checks. So that sumbitch has to come out now. So that makes it a little bit easier, I think. Tristan, here's my contribution for Naked Snake. Thank you, Tristan. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much, my boy. I love you. I love you, dude. Thank you, man. My boy coming strong. Next gaming stream, probably Tuesday. Thank you, Tristan. I love you. Appreciate you. Tristan. Billy Hatcher says, we hit the snake already. No, we didn't. You are a liar. You are a cheat and a swindler. Oh, 10 likes away from 400 shit. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. All right, let's continue. Thank you guys for your support. Love you.
And if all of it doesn't work out, who am I to think that I'm better than a normal job? I never did think I was better, but hey. Yeah, you're right about Twitter. Like I said, I went back on Twitter because I wanted to make sure people didn't think I was dead. If the humor fell on deaf ears, look, that's another thing I'm noticing too with people that are like 20 something and like They thought that video was very offensive. People that were older were like, oh, Rich, I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was kind of funny. You start to age out of things too. There's exceptions. You're here because of my age. Thank you.
Well, it depends now. Let's be fair. Depends. Would Rich be angry over like a trans joke? Maybe. But again, it's comedy. So like, but he's like, people shouldn't be offended by this. Or well, he's surprised people were offended by the suicide joke. You know, either all jokes are okay or none of them are, right? Also, his joke kind of sucked, though.
So I'm just looking at the chat right now. Let me make sure I say that so no one thinks it's marijuana. So this isn't a mental illness decision. This isn't a weed-based decision. This is me.
Toyota Tacoma says, just being a dick, don't you owe a guy $200 for going back to Twitter?
You could learn a lesson from me, and I'll tell you that when you feel that something isn't right for you, it doesn't matter what a million people say. You do what you have to do to make you sleep better at night, even if it seems illogical. Because if you're not happy with what you're doing, eventually it'll fall apart.
Yep.
But you also have to look at it with one bridge closes or one bridge falls apart. If there's another way, another pathway, go down it. You have to take your mistakes and take your failures and learn from them and see the other opportunities that are in front of you.
Yeah, so you pivot your content, right?
Why is everyone else more sad than me? I'm not like, you know, everyone's like, your mental health, your mental health, your mental health. That channel was bad for my mental health. Twitter is bad for my mental health. I truly want to stay off of there. If it wasn't for Intro Guy, that was the straw that broke the camel's back when personal people started coming to me. I wouldn't have went back there either. I would have kept that close. I'm going to keep that close. God damn it. No boogies here. And I wouldn't have went back yesterday if it wasn't for that. I'm like, this is insane. I'm not dead.
I don't know, man. Kind of seems upset about it. He's like, why is everybody so much more upset than me? I'm like, I don't know. I kind of feel, I'm reading the room and it feels like it's not the body language is, yeah, Jake. Yeah. The body language is agitated, resentful, and bitter. Yeah, for sure.
Sean, I don't take back that video. I have no issue with that video. There's many people that don't have issue with that video. Oh, Darren, if I have to get a job, that's great. If you have issues with it, there were people who were being, and look, I don't. They could have a great day. I'll change it. Instead of saying go fuck themselves, they could have a great day. If a video bothers someone that much, I bring up an example. I showed that shirt to Intro Guy where it has George Bush and that thing where you know, the second tower has hit the plane. His uncle, he's talked about this on stream. I'm not airing out any dirty laundry here. Sadly, passed. He was in the World Trade Center. And I showed him that shirt before I remembered. I was like, oh God, that was no. Oh, he's like, dude, I thought it was funny. But that goes into, again, we're a different generation. But he, as a person who lost someone there. And the thing is, too, I had a high school friend that committed suicide. They were actually sexually molested by a priest. They were going to have they were going to come on my show and talk about it. Killed themselves. Had a friend whose daughter recently took her own life. Had a coworker who was also a friend when I worked at a restaurant, took their own life. I know suicide, just like Intro.
Yeah, he knows more than you about suicide, so you shouldn't be offended when he says go fuck yourself about suicide. Jesus, man. This is one of those I have a black friend things.
Guy, he lost an uncle in that. I'm not apologizing for that video. And that video, on top of it, had no bearing on the decision that I made over the past months. It was not just done today. Thank you, Jello. Not deleting that video. I'm not sorry for that video. I'm not deleting it. No way. Not deleting something. I've been sorry for many things in the past before, but review just being sorry because people want me to be sorry. Those days, goodbye.
I feel like there's something behind the scenes, definitely, that we don't know about. That's got him it's got him in a tizzy, right? Or like I said, a culmination of a bunch of shit over the last year.
Dude, there's like a dozen videos of mine that maybe at best were worthy to keep. Come on, man. Come on. Let's keep it real. That was a news regurgitation channel.
Yeah, this whole stream is kind of like a I hate myself performance, right?
No, it's not bad. You'll see, Tipster. It's not bad. It is not bad at all. Yeah. The days of review apologize because it's kind of this. Maybe this is why this wasn't a good fit for me either. Because essentially this is like retail where the customer, the viewer should always be right. That's fucking noise to me. Like, I don't know what else to say. That will never be. And that's maybe and I know that's my fatal flaw. I'm sure my pride is my fatal flaw. My fat is my fatal flaw. And that's me. That's my fault. I let stressors and excuses. Now, am I as big? No. If I was as big as I was, this shirt would be like a fucking thong on me. Yes, I was that big. I got to start taking accountability. I got to start looking at myself and seeing what I'm capable of, seeing what I want to do in the future. Now, will live streams last forever? No, but I could do a year or two of them. And in the meantime, do other things and make plans and it just needed to go. If nothing else, the key thing that there's nothing here that anyone could say to me, it was for my own mental health. I had to do it. And now I do genuinely, wholeheartedly feel better. I don't expect.
Yeah. So, here's what I'm thinking, right? Here's what I'm thinking. I think legitimately, if this is the case, I think seeing his other channel reminded him of his failure. And that's what that's what fucked with him a lot. Now, granted, he could have saved it. He could still save it. I feel like, go back and pivot and start making shit, but you have to be really consistent. And you have to do it for a long time without a lot of people watching, and it's that's stressful. So you're already looking at this mountain that you have to fix. And I feel like that's where the stress comes from. I don't think that this is the right way to deal with it. My name is John, became a member. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. My name is John.
People to understand that, and that's okay. I'll get to all the super chats. My apologies. And for those of you that are disappointed, I'm sorry. For those of you who will still support me, I appreciate the shit out of you. For those of you who I've made angry, I'm not completely sorry if if there's mistakes that I've made. One thing I wish I knew back in 2013 is how fragile this business is. I was not aware of that. Yes. And I wish I followed my intuition more instead of being a giant coward, which I know I said before. Those are my two things.
And I don't want to beat a dead horse. He's like, I wish I would have not been a coward. And I'm like, but that's kind of what you're doing right here. It's like I deleted my channel because I didn't want to put work into it. And it's like, isn't that like a self-fulfilling prophecy? Like you could still do it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's fantastic. If Hawk Tua can make it with some effort, come on, Rich. Did he do something in his past? And this is karma. Also, I just watched the frame video. It hits hard. You come a long way. Good on you. Thank you, Snake. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, it's a cool video. It changed my life, and I'm really happy it exists. I'm always very, very confused when people throw it in my face like some kind of gotcha. It's the weirdest thing. Thank you, Dan. Orange Boy from Dan's-a-tastic. 20 away. So let me explain that real quick. People on Twitter sometimes, like one of my tweets will go hyper viral, and people will be pissed because obviously it's Twitter. And they will share that video and say, wow, is this you, bro? You ain't got no friends, bro. You a bitch. And I'm like, okay, one, that's not what that video is about. You didn't even watch it. And two, I posted that video. You do realize I posted that video. That is a video I posted on my channel that's public. You putting it as an insult. Dude, I posted it. Like, that's my video. Like, I did it. If I was ashamed of it, I would delete it, you gooby. That's so weird. This you, bro? Yeah, that's literally me. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I did. That's my video. What do you mean? This an insult? Weird. Lisa, that dude is one big agitated, semi-psychotic ball of regret. He's totally at odds with the words coming out of his mouth. It's really uncomfortable to watch. It's disturbingly sad. Love you. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. Love you as well. Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. It's just he's in pain, bro. He is in pain. All things aside, Rich is in pain. That dud. Oh, damn, Lisa. You unintentionally was an asshole. Oopsie daisy. Thank you, Lisa.
Your brand is very fragile, especially like in recent times with different like events that have happened, current events. Holy fuck. And if you are feeling something is off, and just in life in general, not just career-wise, you got to follow your instinct, even if other people think you're a fucking psycho. Even if people think you're nuts, even if people don't understand it and think you're crazy.
I do have to say, people, I feel like, are justified in saying him pursuing hip-hop in his 40s is kind of weird. Granted, people said me pursuing racing was weird. You know? So, hard to say.
I'm not going to mention any people in terms of something else we could talk about too. I got to think how I'm going to handle these streams going forward. I know I'm going to want to talk about political things because obviously the current events right now. I'm going to be streaming November 5th.
That's a mistake, dude. I don't know if Rich is watching. I doubt it. Maybe he is. If you're watching, Rich, bro, don't do the politics thing. Just keep it offline. I just don't think that's a headspace move. You know what I'm saying? Look, politics, getting radicalized is not the fucking way to go when you're already in the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's only going to make you fucking freak out more. You know? Like, if I'm watching a debate, I watch it downstairs, you know, and drink and laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's all entertainment for me. It's football. Like, I'll watch the election on election night and I'll fucking laugh and have drinks. Football. Well, I won't because I'll be on my diet. Fuck. Anyways, I won't be drinking, but I'll have a good time anyway. It's so divisive. And when you start to hyper focus on it, it fucking changes you, man. Changes you. You start seeing people that disagree with you as your enemy. I don't know. I don't like it. And I feel like that's when, you know, Rich started, you know, he started talking about politics a little bit. And I don't know. I don't think that's the way. I don't think that's the move, man. Right? Because, you know, I don't know if you know. I mean, I'm fairly confident that Rich is, you know, liberal. In every aspect. Well, that's to be fair. If you are to be liberal, you have to be liberal in every aspect, or else you'll get canceled. I don't think it really necessarily means that conservative wise. I'm more conservative nowadays, but I believe a lot of shit that is right in the heap of being liberal. And so I like a lot of different beliefs and thought processes. You know, like workers' rights. Like, I'm all about fucking workers' rights, bro. They're like, bro, wow, what a libtard. And I'm like, are you kidding me? But when you identify as like a leftist, you have to be completely 100% left all the time, every day, no matter what it takes. So if Maps got this is just a hypothetical. If Maps got a lot of traction and leftism support with groups, all self-identified leftists would say pedophilia is okay because they have to. Like, you have to now. That's what you have to do. Right? Where I hear conservatives all the time tell me they're pro-choice. All the time. But they're conservatives as fuck. But they're like, no, I'm pro-choice though, you know. And they'll have their reasons for being that way. But if you're a leftist, you cannot believe anything that even is remotely conservative, or your own team will fucking kill you. That's the difference. And if he starts talking about politics in like the left spectrum, oh my God, it's just gonna it might be fine as far as channel content, but I just feel like it's gonna kill him mentally, man. I mean, you start taking it way too serious. I feel like it's gonna kill you mentally. Chris Parsons. I knew something was off when he dropped up an up close pic of his nipple on Instagram. Too much will send you over the edge, my friend. I had to quit my job because of serious mental health issues. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I love you. I appreciate you, dude. Love you, Chris Parsons. I love you. I appreciate you. Get on it. Doggone it. Chris Parsons coming in strong, buddy. I love you. Yeah. All right, here we go. May he or she actually do the job for once. I doubt it.
That's going to be quite interesting. The marathon streams do really well. I know a lot of people were hoping against hope, too, that I was going to pull a Rich of tomorrow and go back to just doing all the old content. I'm sure some people thought I was going to bring some people back on, and it was going to be just like a big old hiccup. I'm not there anymore. I remember, man, when I first started doing this, and again, I'll get to all the super chats, I promise. You know how I remember it, too? It was like a light switch. Don't remember the video. It was in 2019, and I'm just like, I'm so fucking tired of this. I'm not excited anymore. I remember I used to check the comments. I remember if I got like 5 comments on a video when I first, it was so exciting. So exciting.
See, that's where me and Rich differ. I do not check the comments ever. Sometimes I'll get a notification for some reason on the YouTube Studio app, and I'll be in the middle of like working out, and I'll just click it because it's like second nature to click a fucking thing. And it's a comment, and I'll see it and read it and respond to it. But I do not scroll the comments ever. Some guy was angry at me because he's like, "How you're gonna respond to the Asmongold comment, but not the Hassan comment, bro?" I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't see that one. Like, I don't go look at this shit, you know? Because if you go looking for comments, you're gonna find the ones that are gonna piss you off. And they don't affect me that way, but if they affect Rich that way, then yeah, you can't go watch the comments, man. They crazy."
And then all went away for ages. I faked the funk well for a while. Go me. Because, dude, it's the core. I don't understand all the outrage. You didn't do anything that bad, or because it's the court of public opinion, dude. That's how entertainment works. That's how it works. What you've done or didn't do doesn't necessarily matter. It's how relevant you are and how much people like you. If you're very relevant, you can do very heinous things, and people will be like, "Oh, that's, it's just a little speed bump."
Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah, iShow Speed's a great example of that. iShow Speed can do literally anything, and no one gives a fuck. The YouTube CEO hand delivered his 10 million sub button the other day. Hand delivered it. iShow Speed, the same guy only a year ago that was created a fake company so he could claim people's videos so he could make money off of their ad revenue. And he made over $1 million doing that. And he did not have to give it back. YouTube made him apologize, though. He also told a girl to her face that he was going to grape her over and over and over on camera. And no one cares because he's so fucking huge and popular with children, right? So he's kind of got a good point there, but you can't let that affect you, right? Right? So that's where you have to like balance it. Olivia Duval. I haven't seen that name in forever. What's up, baby? I hope things will get better eventually at my work. We're short staffed, both teachers and IAs, due to payments and mental health. Hey, that feels like where it is everywhere. That's what it's like everywhere, right? And here's the weird correlation, not to get political, but everybody's feeling like this right now. Can't afford anything. My property taxes are up freaking 1,000% or 500%. Everything's expensive. Everything's hard. A McDouble is almost $5. It was $1.39 4 years ago. When I go to Costco, it's $800. I can barely even afford groceries right now, just because I'm in between two things right now. I'm in between my NASCAR stuff starting up and contracts, so you got to kind of survive, And then people will acknowledge this, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna vote for the same people." Like, the fuck? Yeah, that's just like a random justification, but you get what I'm saying. Thank you, Olivia.
No, I'm not too emotional for the internet.
Disagree.
I mean, obviously, like the stuff that happened to my daughter put me in a bad place. That I won't lie about. Of course. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't talk about it that much or talked about it that much. My streams prove it. But man, that'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I hate that. That's like the part of all of this that I hate. I hate that he has to deal with that shit. That just doesn't help anything. You know what I'm saying?
But it's been time. I wish I went the direction I went, where I wanted to go, I mean to say, but I didn't do it. And that was dumb. That's all on me. I cannot point fingers at any.
Right? I mean, couldn't he still do it? Like somebody in the chat's got to be saying this, right? Hold on, let me look. Somebody in the chat has got to be saying.
Anybody else? That's all on me. Can't restore the channel. It's permanent.
Yeah, it's permanent. That's what I read. Joe Morris, hey, what's up, dude? Says, can you show and boot a spam bot? How do I don't think you can do that. Mute user. Wow. I apologize, guys. I did not know that I could do that. I apologize. I thought that a moderator had to. Okay. I fixed it. Thank you, Joe Schmo. I appreciate you, baby. See a super chat. It is from Goro Kabusi. Best center of the road analogy I've heard is I believe a married gay couple should be able to protect their pot farm with their weapons. There you go. 100%. 100%. Thank you, Kurakabo Babusi. Kurakabo Babusi.
No, God strike me dead. Nothing that has happened in the past 48 hours has had anything to do with what I did. I wish I could put you in my fucking brain to show you how truthful I'm being, but it had nothing to do with it. Jesus Christ. If that's all it took, then my channel would have been deleted like No. I assure you that if that was the channel would have been gone many moons ago. If that was the case. If I was that emotional, it would have been gone probably in like 2016.
Yeah, but things can change. See, that's my point. I think this all happened like recently. I feel like this all kind of bubbled up recently. By the way, big shout out to Jenny in the chat for 2 red boys in a row. She's the only red boy tonight on either Rumble or YouTube. We appreciate your constant support. I think she's in every show and she's so supportive in every show. I really appreciate you. Thank you for getting me through the brutal times. Love you.
So give what a week, Flora. You can't give it a week. The videos are gone. There's no week to give.
Yeah, I know. I agree with the chat. He's just feeling real sorry for himself.
There's no week. You can't. You sound like a fucking drug dealer trying to get drugs back out of the toilet. They're flushing the coke and condoms. Like, oh, it wasn't the cops. Oh shit! It's already flushed. It's already flushed. So, Reviewtech, Richie fell off. Well, that's true. Yeah, ReviewTechUsa is gone. It's a decision I have been thinking about making for probably the past 6 months, if not longer. Not deleting. Deleting's about 6 months, but I've wanted to pivot significantly with my content since for at least 5+ years. I was a lazy bum and a scared pussy and didn't do it. Don't know how more accountable I could be than that.
But he could have done it though. Here's the issue: is like what makes this stream less impactful. Feeling sorry for yourself is you could have done it. You could have done it that day. You could have started doing it right now. But it's like, no, I'm going to delete it. It's like, what?
Should I nail myself to a cross and smear oil on my chest and scream? YouTube history gone. You know what's funny is that someone said, Rich, that's your legacy. That's a pretty shitty legacy. Not downplaying my talent. I'm actually a pretty competent guy. I know many people don't want to hear that and want to think I'm, pissing and shitting and crying in a corner. That channel wasn't really a reflection of me.
Yeah, see, that's just gonna piss people off. That's just gonna piss people off, dude. Because every single person would absolutely murder people to have a 1 million sub channel. And it's like, that's not a good accomplishment, bro. I'm like, nah, you just pissing people off. You just keep pissing people off. It only makes $600. That's gonna piss people off. The channel, it's not hard to get a channel to 1 million subs. It's gonna piss people off. You know what I'm saying?
If anything, and I'm not talking the drama stuff, even like the good stuff, it didn't really paint me in a good light. Not that I was trying to hide anything. By all means, if the channel's archived, you could put those videos anywhere. But it was kind of embarrassing. It really was. There ain't no price to undelete it because you can't undelete it. Yes. Anyway, can you please rename this? I'm going to rename this shit. Fuck anything RTU. I'm so done with RTU. Start a podcast. I would want to get a co-host for that. I don't want guests. I don't want to, I hate giving Phil some credit, but he is, granted, the reason guests I want to avoid him are different, but you could be the most relevant podcaster in the world. I'm not, just think of anyone else besides me. Talk to them about guests. Talk to them about the pain in the assery it is to actually get guests on your stream, because you're dealing with egos, you're dealing with time schedules, you're dealing with arrogance, you're dealing with narcissists. And then, God forbid, you ask them a question that they don't like. They will go back to their friends or other elitist entertainment friends or whatever field they're in, and they'll be like, oh my God, they'll actually ask you something that's slightly uncomfortable. So I know I should start something like a show or a podcast, but
he's mostly right about that.
I don't want guests. I don't. Occasionally, sure. But do I want to like seek them out or, oh my God, an episode's not going to happen this week? I wish every person was like Scott the Woz. Very successful guy, easy to access in terms of communication, and he was fun to have on the show. But he's the exception.
Damn. In front of God and everybody, Rich. In front of God and everybody.
So I don't really know how much more accountable you would like me to take it here, but
he's gonna shit on me like that. What was Rakita at? And wasn't he the most popular YouTuber ever one year? I think he might have been number one for a year. Yeah, he made like a 1.2 million in super chats in 1 year. Yeah, you just need. Well, I mean, he was getting 100K concurrent for a while for trial stuff. So yeah, that was pretty crazy.
I think I'm holding my own feet to the flames with this. By all means, if you don't think, well, I know some of you, I could literally run naked down the street and light myself on fire, and some of you would be like, that's not enough. And that's fine. You know, another one too is that a lot of people came to me, not trolls, saying you need to prove yourself, and I'm like, no, I don't want to prove myself to you. Not saying to you, but I'm saying to the people that were like that, and they weren't trolls, they were people that I do watch. You need to prove yourself to me. I'm good. No more proving. I want to entertain people here. We'll do things like AI pictures. This doesn't work out. I'm doing other things. And again, I'm not above getting a regular job. That's okay. That is A-okay if that's the route it needs to go. I will say one thing to give a little zing at people who are celebrating right now. I deleted a 1 million+ sub channel with a smile. I had a 1 million sub channel to delete. Did you? Let me know. Anyway,
God, is he trying to piss people off? He might be trying to piss people off, like intentionally. You know, he might be trying to just make everybody hate him. Oh, like a humiliation ritual. You know, that's what
Rich,
it feels like.
Watching for, I've seen you at your worst. I think the best is yet to come. Thank you. Fucking, there's a lot. I know. And look, I get why. Here's the thing too. I'm not gonna like just be like, I'm writing about everything. I get why you think I'm nuts. Any person with any person, you would be like, are you fucking kidding me? You're out of your mind. Yeah, I could have just left it alone, but it was like it's like the corpse that Asmongold, the rat corpse that he used as an alarm clock allegedly.
Oh my god.
It just when you woke up in the morning and ReviewTechUsa it started to stink. Its stink started to spread to other things beyond YouTube, and I just didn't want to smell it anymore. So I flushed the turd known as ReviewTechUsa, and I'm happy about it. There's no woe is me moments here. There's no sadness. Did I fuck up with things? Absolutely. But it's a weird.
1-2 says just wait till the J part nuke is in the air. Can you give me the timestamp on that? Because I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time, man. I gotta start editing shit. Shani. Hey, listen. I'm safe. Love y'all. Hey, thank you. Dan Fantastic says use the clapping sound effect that much is really cringe. He does use it a lot. That's one thing I think I was watching him stream like just randomly. Like a few months ago, and dude, he pressed it every like 7 seconds. And I was like, God damn it, Rich, stop. Fuck, man, you're killing me. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you, Dan. We love you, Dan. Thank you. Dan's fantastic. Yeah. My boy. Appreciate you, dude. It's wild. Now, look, I know I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, Rich is going through the shit right now. Rich is feeling sorry for himself. And he's just fucking doing whatever comes natural to him right now. You know? So, I don't know, man. It's a tough situation. It's a tough situation. We hit Nugget Snake a while ago. Billy, no, we didn't. We're still $500 away from Nugget Snake. 501. Need 5 red boys back to back to back to back. All with messages attached that says Cody's penis is large and in charge. Hell yeah. Semicolon. Thank you, Billy. All right, yeah, give me that 1-2 cent. Give me that timestamp. Let's pull it up. Shortly after 105. Oh, an hour 5? An hour 5? Oh, fuck. All right, let's do it. Wait, who's next? Young Yay. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Dan.
Calling in. Oh, you can live react. That's fine. I don't even know what that means. DSP outlive me. That is, well, no, it's not complete. I'm still streaming, motherfucker. Yeah. Still waiting for those Mounties to come down here and arrest me for the crime I didn't commit. Well, it's sad to see you go. I enjoy your streams much more. You're an exception, not the rule, but that will change. Most are one-done vids anyway, aside from the read. Yeah, that's the thing. Most of my thank you too. Thank you, Gravity. I know I did say this before. All those videos, they're news regurgitation videos. 98% of them, they aged like milk. That's why there was no real passive income there. And think about it. Everyone's saying that was passive income. That was with someone putting clips up. Like, it would have been less. It would have been significantly less than the $600.
Man, I don't like this. I don't like the bitching about money thing. It seems it's just no one. I get it from being a creator's perspective. I get it. The issue is like no one else does. That's why I don't bitch about it to people. Like if I have a bad month, I don't bitch about it. Granted, it doesn't bother me too much. But like, you know, if I don't come to you guys, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys don't fucking get it, and it's not you. It's not your fault. You don't. It's not what you do, right? So it makes no sense, right? It's like, oh. Now, and to be fair, the clips are awful. They just don't have any direction. That's the issue. So, by the way, speaking of direction, Hayden 75. Ooh, Lord. The third red boy of the night. Because I love the song. It's from my favorite game series ever, Doom.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Thank you, Hayden. I love you. I appreciate you so much, dude, for your red boy. Red boy. We have hit Naked Snake officially. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that support, man. That is insane support. We have already made more tonight than Rich made on his entire channel last month. As a joke. God. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Hayden. I really do, man. I don't deserve that shit. I appreciate that. I love you. I hope to see you when I launch my book. Make sure you back it. That is required. I am asking. I'm asking for your money. I'm once again asking for financial support. Back the book. Back it. Preferably the signed one with my signature on it. I'll also rub my balls on it at your request. Thank you, Hayden. Will B ever had a voice of Snake on here? No. I have met David Hayter, but I have not ever had him on here. Thank you, Will B. Appreciate you. Will B. Will B.
I'll stream more. It's okay.
Jacob says, I can't read. Are there pictures? It is a graphic novel.
Yeah. Rich, you entertained a lot of us for years. I don't know why your attitude changed. Are you doing okay? Absolutely. I was tired of what I was doing.
But why is he so mad about it? I was just tired of what I was doing. I'm like, why are you so fucking pissed off about this? You know?
Oh, man. Yeah, it's weed withdrawals. So let's see here. Let's continue. There's no pot awful calling in. My YouTube channel, Jesse, my YouTube channel is gone. My main one, and that's fine. I'm going to start going into grown man shit. Current events, politics.
Man, that is such a bad move. I know I said it earlier, but fuck, that's a bad move. God. Oh, no.
You didn't read I was scammed and nobody. Are you going to debate? Yeah, sure. Mr. Rich, take it easy. In 6 months, you will think differently. No, I won't. I messaged you on Instagram thinking you left off this channel too. Glad you're. No, I'm not. Like, that's the thing too. I'm not an idiot. Like, if I didn't have this live stream channel, of course I wouldn't have. Dude, live streaming has been like, let's say 80% to be conservative.
Oh, I always see him streaming. What is the book about? Real quick, the book is about race cars, demons, and titties. It is about a man who is down on his luck, and he meets someone that's going to help him out. But it turns out how he was helping was not exactly what he expected. Next summer, 2025, what will you do for greatness? Ride and Die, Volume 1. Yeah. Anyways.
Of my income. Like I said, since like 2019. You know, it's nice. I don't have to worry about buying a bunch of stuff too.
Yes, Chris, I'm on X. CAMELCAST off.
There's expenses that are gone too. Yeah, people have been saying this would drop by like 90%. And look, man, I'll probably, if clips in a different form don't work out, I'll have like a year and a half, 2 years of this, and then that is what it is. It is what it is. If I'm okay with it, no, I'm not high today. Sorry. I will be after this stream, though. Just looking at the comments right now. Yeah, I'm just high on life right now. It's just, I'm high on life. It's just, I see trees of green.
He needs to remove that from his soundboard.
You could have taken some time off to heal and work on your mental health and then reinvent your content, ignoring all YouTuber drama, BS. And you could do so many things with your channel. It never works. It never works. It never, ever works. Go look at the history of many other YouTube channels that tried to reinvent themselves. It doesn't work. There's people who've gone to other platforms. I think there was someone, Epic Mealtime. Yeah, there's another one. Epic Mealtime. There was like some guy that worked for him now. He does stuff on like Facebook. He's doing well. But in terms of like the channel, even if you could put up God tier content, 99.9% of the time, it doesn't matter. Once the channel is marked, it's marked. You don't think I've been around long enough to see that? no, I'm going to be streaming on a more regular basis.
Bro, my biggest month on YouTube ever was when I randomly started talking about the ray gun breakdancer. Where's the thing about Jay? 1 cent. Oh, okay.
Once a year. No, I'll be streaming here more. It's hard to be the same after events that have occurred with me in the past 2 years. Having something that happens to you, like what happened
200, Mr. Boot.
with my kid, you don't stay the same. I'll
Making
never
we're moving the goalpost.
ever be the person I was before that. You're right. There's no way. I go to a therapist. No amount of therapy is going to help with that. You have to. Intro guy has another great saying. You can't. You move along with it, but you can't move on from it. So I'm just looking through the comments here again. So I will say something else too. Pull a Phil and go to kick. Yeah.
Fuck Mr. Boot.
I'm going, dude, and I'm, you know what I'll do? I'll do gambling streams there. Yeah, let me go. I'm going to start a channel. I'm going to start a channel called ReviewTechUsa.
Mr. Boot. Mr. Boot. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you, Mr. Boot. I love you. I love you, Mr. Boot. I love you, Mr. Boot. Look at Mr. Boot. God damn, what a man. What a man. Mr. Boot. Damn, what is going on today? Mr. Boot with a $200 super chat. That is 4 Red Boys. Damn, Mr. Boot. You guys ready for some naked snake on your face? Wow, Mr. Boot. Everybody give Mr. Boot some love. I love you.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
My boy, Mr. Boot. Yeah. 70 likes away from gold. Thank you, Mr. Boot. I really appreciate that. That's a huge drop. Thank you, dude. I love you. I really appreciate that. You are the man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, by the way, Jenny, 10 gifted memberships. Woo! That's 20 today. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. I think Hayden did 10 as well. That's wild. Mr. Boot is you. Mr. Boot is all of us. I am Mr. Boot. You are Mr. Boot. We all are Mr. Boot. Thank you, dude. Let's listen to this last part, and then we're going to do next night.
You literally said this stream you're going to stop filtering. Your JKB just called your former editor you fired recently. Repeat that in not broken English. What the fuck did I miss, bro? I am starting an OnlyFans with Will Blunderfield, and he's going to pound me in the ass. I won't hit it again. That's very exciting. No, I'm not giving up at all in the slightest. Yeah, it's amazing how, because I hurt his feelings by bringing up something that I ignored when I heard it incessantly for 8 months, all of a sudden he's talking about me again. Hi, Jay. How are you? Want to apologize, making it like I was a criminal? You're trying to implicate me in something that it doesn't look good, and you blindsided me and brought me on a stream? I could say something else right now, too, and this is a fact. The only reason people give a fuck about you is because you were part of this. I know why Mike made that channel, too. He didn't want to make a fucking YouTube channel. He just wanted to prove that he was more talented than you, and he was right. That's why his channel blew past yours. You're corny and awkward on stream. Mike was actually funny, and when he blew past yours, he dropped the mic and went away. And you know what's funny, Jay? Once in a while, I could talk about you right now, because I don't care how sensitive you are. No, I'm not angry. Actually, I'm probably going to end this stream in about 30 minutes. Jay is a boring nerd with no talent. Don't say mean things like that that are true. You could say I'm as emotionally unstable as him, even as a train wreck, man. My pimple on my.
He's not very good at hiding body language. He really doesn't like Jay, man. He does not like that guy. Jesus, bro.
Ass is more entertaining than him any day of the week. Excuse me. Oh, wait, that was a Freudian slip. I'm sorry. Face is getting red from what? Seltzer? I'm drinking now, too. There's alcohol in spiced apple Waterloos. This is actually kind of entertaining. I'm drunk. I'm drinking. I'm not stoned. As a matter of fact, these things, I don't touch them. They're actually both full. Yeah, don't do vaping anymore. I'm not starting that habit. Oh, look. Goodbye. Sorry, Mike. It was real. No more shit in my lungs. Yeah, so. I'm not sad I deleted the channel. That's the most important thing.
Does he say anything else about Jay? 1's 2 cent. Thank you, by the way. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's just very apparent that he's not like Jay. And from where I'm sitting, it just like it looks kind of one-sided. I never hear him talk about. I never hear Jay really talk about Rich, other than when Rich is doing something like this. You know. Jenny, thank you for coming a member and gifting memberships. I love you, Jenny. I appreciate you. I really, really, really appreciate you.
I can't delete this channel too. I actually entertain people. Can't delete this channel. All right, we got a few more minutes. Please, by all means, ask some questions. J. Cole, I believe his name was basically your former you fired. Okay. Oh no. What did I do to them? They're paid. Oh, actually, I got to PayPal the last payment today. That is true, but I told them that would be done today. What was there to shit talk?
What's the nuke, Rich? What does that mean?
All right, so let them shit talk. More than likely, I'll move out of state too. I don't know. Let him drop a nuke. Let him go ahead and drop a nuke. I just find it amazing that he's like, well, why are you all up in your emotions, Jay? Because I called you out on something that was truthful. You implicated me in a crime that I wasn't a part of. What did I do? Explain. Did you want me to just not mention your name and say that forever? And was I never allowed to talk? You're a public figure. Was I never allowed to talk about you again? Oh, he didn't talk any shit. Okay. Well, that's why I was careful with my word. I'm like, what was there? No, you can't joke about my family or my kids. Why should family or kids be, they should be off limits for anybody? No, that's okay. None of that. I'm not delving into that fucking snake pit. Thank you. Oh, good. If that's, I don't know if I believe that, but if he does, that's fine. No, I'm not depressed. Not depressed.
Famous last words.
Yeah, you could say whatever the fuck you want to about me by just saying, like, I don't know that I'm a pedophile when I'm not, or that I did criminal activity when I didn't. But yeah, you want to say whatever the fuck you want to say about me. Dude, like I just said to you, you want to re-upload my videos. Some people have all of them. Go right ahead. You know, DSP would never delete his channel.
Exposed. All right, let's do Naked Snake. I'll keep up with this bullshit for a while. But I just noticed it because 8-Bit Eric was talking about it. And, I follow him on Twitter. And I was like, holy shit, I can't believe he freaking deleted his channel. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Thank you guys so much for all your love, all your support. Everybody on Rumble, Mr. Joe Schmo, I love you, dude. Appreciate you, dude. Dan is fantastic. Mr. Boot. Hayden. Janae. You guys are goats. I appreciate you. Billy, of course, he's up here. Always the first. Appreciate you, dude. We're going to do Naked Snake real quick. And we're going to raid. Who we gonna raid tonight? We could raid 8-Bit Eric. He's live, yeah. 8BE. So you got, I mean, it's gonna be the same kind of content. You'll probably like that, yeah. There's a lot of people live though. Fuck, there's a lot of people live. Let's click 8-Bit Eric for now, and then we'll see what happens once we get done with Naked Snake. All right, here we go, boys. For 370 streams in a row, it's Naked Snake has arrived. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Here we go. It's time, boys. How old are you?
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching, now melting to you.
Here we go, boys.
What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
In my time, there be nobody else crying. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Someday you'll go red. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I give my life. Not for honor, but for you. In my time, there be nobody else crying. It's the way I fly to you. Hey, I'm still in a dream, snake eater. What's up, Jay? Oh my God. Amazing. 370 in a row, boys. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. I love you. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you, Jay, for stopping by. I know it's a fucking wild time for everybody involved. But glad to see you're doing good. Hanging in there. Appreciate you, man. Royal Wee. Have you ever been to My Caucus Small, Arizona? Yes. 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 We're going to raid, I guess, Karis, because everybody was yelling at me. We'll do Karis instead of 8-Bit Eric. Ooh. Ooh. We'll do Karis. All right, boys. I love you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Follow me on Twitter, CAMELCAST off. Follow me on Instagram, Camelot331. You can find all my NASCAR stuff there. We're racing full-time in NASCAR next year as well. So don't forget. Also, the book, 3 weeks. Keep your notifications on. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Love you guys. Thank you guys again so much for all your love. Let's do the race.